What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I am on here, and I want to encourage anybody that have loved ones that suffer from a mental illness or suffering from really speaking on the mental illness piece. So I get a phone call from a longtime viewer, and they were having issues with their son. They got the diagnosed that he is bipolar, and she wanted to talk to me, and she had this situation. So he was acting up, and she was like, "Can you get on the phone and try to calm him down?" And I told him, "No. When you're dealing with a person that's dealing with a mania or dealing with a crisis, they need to go to the hospital. So it's nothing I could say to calm that person down. I mean, he on there cussing, he in there, people sitting there throwing stuff. It was really bad. And I said the best thing that you could do for your son is to call the authorities to get him into the hospital. Because he refused, you know what I'm saying, to take his medicine, and he's dealing with a crisis. So I told her, I said, it's best to call the authorities to put him into, he needs to go to the hospital, because they're going to give him the medicine and he's going to come back better. But he must continue the treatment, because when you go to the hospital and they put you in the hospital and you in there, you sit around in a circle, you talk to the therapist, and they tell you all the resources that you get, and you get to eat, and they give you the medicine, and you get on a sleeping schedule. But they always tell you when you're doing it, they always tell you, please go and get treatment after you leave here. Continue your treatment plan. Most people, when they leave, they be good for a little while because the medicine's still in their system. And they decide, hey, I'm not going to continue the treatment. And they just go on these tangents, they go on these rants. Speaking from experience, you must take the medicine every day. You must take it even when you're feeling good. You must take it every day. I can tell you right now, I haven't been depressed in a while because the medicine worked. And I tend to stay focused on what I can change and not be worried about, yesterday and really dwell on things that happened in my past. I really tend to not dwell on that and dwell on what I don't have. And I just try to stay focused. But when I was on the phone with her, I encourage her, and I encourage her husband. I said, the best thing that you can do is to get your son into a treatment program, but he must continue it. And it's sad because usually they do good. And I said, I know he got out, he did good. And then he stopped taking the medicine. And then you have these rants. And understand this, and this is something I have to learn, that when you do not take your medicine and you say, hey, you have a crash out, you may have your first one and it's bad, but that second one becomes worse than the first one. It tends to be, especially in my situation. So it's just best to just take your medicine and encourage them to take the medicine and be in there. And so a lot of times, because I tell my story, I do get emails, I do get texts where particularly parents, particularly subscribers, they come to me and I always give the best advice. They must get treatment, and you must, educate your family. You take a class about how to deal with a person when they're manic and stuff like that. But I said, never argue. They're going to say some hurtful. I'm talking about some hurtful things that can get under your skin. It's best not to argue. But I also have to educate them on, when you call 911, always state, hey, my son is blah, blah, blah. He's at this age. He have not been taking his medicine for bipolar. He's dealing with a crisis, and he needs to be into a psych ward immediately. So they could be notified, so they could dispatch, let the officers know and say, hey, when you come, this person is literally manic and they're verbal abusive, or they're throwing things, or they're damaging property, they really need to be in a psych ward. I always try to reiterate that, because you want to make sure the police is coming, that they say, okay, this guy is literally dealing with a mental illness, so they can bring the paramedics or maybe a social worker, or somebody can really have crisis to really talk to them. And so when I'm having these conversations, I always want parents to understand that it is a challenge taking care of a child, especially when they're, and it's even worse when they are an adult, because when they are an adult, if they refuse treatment, unless if the state come in and say, hey, we're going to force you by law to get this treatment, you're pretty much out of order when it comes to stuff like that, in my humble opinion. Give me a second. Can y'all hear me? Give me a second. I'm going to make sure y'all can hear me real good. I know their Wi-Fi is kind of wacky. That's why I didn't do the show Saturday, because the Wi-Fi was acting up. But apparently the Wi-Fi probably still acting up. Give me a second. If it's acting up, bear with me. Is it good? You said you cut it in and out. Is it just me? I want to make sure. We good. Or I just do it on my phone. Are we good? I want to make sure we good. We good? Okay, you can hear? Okay, I just want to make sure. But yeah, I really get on the phone and really educate. And then people say, hey, I miss you on live. Let me tell you, I prioritize my mental health. Now, my therapist like, it seems to me that you are fearful that you're going to have a crash out. And I told my therapist, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go live because I don't want to have a crash out. I don't know if the YouTube thing is like bad and stuff. So I take a break. She said, take a breath. It is nothing wrong with going online and talking to your audience, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm just so afraid of having another crash out. And she said, you may not never have another crash out. So don't be fearful of that. Move on with your life. Continue to live. I want y'all to understand, continue to live. And I say, okay, let me continue to live on the on this situation. Let me continue to live. And also I have people that hit me up and they say, well, how do you get through it? I'm going through something in my mental health. And I've always said it's nothing wrong with saying to get a therapist. And it's nothing wrong. Some people need to get on medications. Nothing wrong with that. And we as a community have to prioritize that to the public. And we have to let the world know it is okay to get on medicine. And if you need it, you know what I'm saying? And then if it's not the wrong medication, if it's like the medication that's it's not working for you, say for instance, you say medicine make me, then you talk to your people and be like, hey, talk to your doctor or your psych doctor and say, hey, I need the right dose. I've always communicated there. And so finally, it took years, but finally, I'm on a dose that doesn't make me feel drowsy and all of that, making me feel sleepy. I sleep very well. And so I get up and I have a full day. But I'm saying this to people that is going through mentally. Like, if you're going through, it is best to get the help, because it's not going to get no better. You can't fight it alone. I've tried it. I try to say, I can fight this, or I can beat this. No, you can't. You're going to lose if you try to do this without medicine. You have to have it. I was a component, and I would tell even one of my close friends, I got on the phone with her and I said, you know what, sis? I'm like, I don't need the medication. I'm good. And that's when the medicine was working. And I told her on the phone, I was like, I don't need it. I don't need the medicine. I'm good. I don't need it. And I did need it. If you all have seen my history. But for anybody that see this video, just know you are fine. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And it is okay for you to get on the medicine. It's okay. Doesn't make you less than. Doesn't make you crazy. You're dealing with imbalance or whatever the case may be. It is okay to take your medicine. It's cool. Take it every day. It's cool. We need to prioritize that because we see. I've witnessed and I'm seeing so many celebrities like crash out. The Ray J's, the Kanye West, and they have all this wealth, and they crash out on the internet all because, you know what I'm saying, they decided, speaking about Kanye, decided to, hey, I don't want to take the medicine, on denial, and really having a lot of stress on family and friends. And it's pretty much nothing that you could do as a person because he's fully grown. He's grown. So it's nothing you can do to stop it. But the best thing that you can do as a person, a family member, or a friend is to encourage them to get treatment. Encourage to get a treatment. Now, when it comes to Diddy, and I know Diddy, that topic came up on Friday, that he's had to serve 50 months, and it's a blessing because he could have got 11 years. That I was watching Judge Mathis, he did an interview with DJ Vlad and you guys, and I saw this and I said, hey, he said they did not focus most on his mental health. It was him having bipolar, and he'd been diagnosed with bipolar, and they did not focus in on that. And a lot of times when you have bipolar, you become aggressive, you become angry, you become manic, you become all of these things. And especially if you don't get treatment, it gets worse and worse and worse. And in some cases, you could become violent, as Diddy had portrayed to become violent. So his attorney should have argued, in my humble opinion, his attorney should have argued to say, hey, you know, this person, Diddy is violent. Diddy is this. Diddy is, you know, he have bipolar because he been diagnosed with this and he need the treatment. So I hope that he get into the drug treatment program. He continue that, and also he get into some mental health programs and he continue that. I just personally hope that he gets into these things, because when you're dealing with a mental illness, other problems start to lack off. You start to have problems in your love life, your financial life. Sometimes you also when I tell you extra sexualize. And then plus, when you put drugs on top of somebody that is manic, you are asking for a massive problem in your mental health. A massive problem. That's why I thank God that me and my journey, that I never had a drug problem, that I never was addicted to drugs, cocaine, never tried it, heroin, never tried it, addicted to prescription medication, pain medication, you know, never was addicted to that. So I never had a problem with hard drugs, and plus being bipolar. And I thank God that I wasn't addicted or becoming an alcoholic plus being bipolar. I thank God those issues wasn't my problem. And so I was able to get through it and having a successful life, in a sense of not having that addiction and being just literally handcuffed to those addictions. But of course, when it comes to Diddy had those issues, and Diddy need the help that he need to get the help, because when you're dealing with a person that is manic, I mean, it's unbearable. It's like you can't even live with a person like that do not want to take their medicine, and it's really rough. You know, when I was going through it, I literally couldn't recognize myself. To this day, I can't even watch the Walmart video. I can't watch it in its entirety because I did so much in that video, and I get teary-eyed, and I say, it's no way I can watch it. It's no way I can see that because I wasn't well, and I can't, you know, many people say, of course, I've seen a clip that went viral. It's on TikTok, and it's this white TikTok guy that I met, and he's a Trump supporter. I met him, and when we was at a Trump rally, and he sent it to me, and he kept sending stuff. You on the show to talk about something. I'm like, not really. I don't want to reenact that or talk about that or deconstruct that. I'm just not in a headspace to even talk about that or even deconstruct that at all, because I am literally not in that headspace, because I wasn't well at all. I was like, oh my gosh, like I have this this crash out that, you know, harmed my career and possibly could have harmed me physically and could have taken me out. The police could have. And so I went through a legal situation for that. And I thank God for my attorney, because thank God for Dallas. He advocated and said, hey, this is a mental health crisis. And he really, really advocated for me and really, really stood up for me. And really, I got a sentence of just 1 year probation. And we recently just completed that on I believe on, what was that, on Wednesday that we completed? Oh, no, on Thursday of last week, we completed that. And I prayed, and it just really went through. And I got a dishonorable discharge for it. So they dropped it from a felony to a misdemeanor, and then 2 years, the misdemeanor to come out my record. So, but I got through it because I stayed focused. I prioritized my mental health. When I say I prioritize my mental health, I prioritize it to 100%. Like, I literally got up there and I said, hey, I'm going to prioritize that. And for like 34 years of my life, this have been the best years of my life because I'm more free and just prioritize my mental health. And so I'm staying focused on looking for jobs and all of that. And also, I like my YouTube career. Don't get me wrong. I love YouTube, but it's not sustainable to stop doing YouTube full time. It's not sustainable to have this to be my only income. It's just not that. So I've been looking for other places of employment and just waiting on the call to say you're hired. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really had no interviews like that. I'm like, what's going on? To really say you hired and stuff. And I don't, even when they check my record, I may have to do some explaining. And I'm going to say, Lord, word my mouth to explain this stuff. Like, word my mouth to explain it. Really, just word my mouth to explain it and everything. Just word my mouth to just explain, to get through this situation so it doesn't become negative and bad and any of that, to really explain it to be something great. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have something where it's something negative and crazy. I just want for it to just word my mouth so everything is that it goes through, that it become successful and all of that. Yeah, I just really just want to have the appointment. YouTube, I like it, but I'm not that dedicated to YouTube, to being like dedicated to YouTube full time like I used to, because I'm still not there to just dedicate my life to you. Because I'm like, I don't want to do too much and it like deter me from my mental health, if that makes sense. But I talked to my therapist. She said, don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? You can have life on here. Like, don't be afraid. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I get what you're saying. So I'm going to give it a try. Like, I really wanted to do a 24-hour live. I really wanted to do a 24-hour live, but I'm like, is this helpful for me to do a 24-hour live? But I'm like, I won't be able, because when I was talking, I was doing some ideas. I'm like, I don't want to do the 24-hour live where I'm up for 24 hours because I don't want to do that. Maybe if I do it up till I go to sleep and then stream when I'm sleeping and then get up and continue it. But so that was like the only thing. So I'm like really, really thinking of that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do a 24-hour live. And it's that way. So yeah, hold on one second, you guys. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, I'm live on my YouTube channel, but I was somebody said come over here and listen, so I didn't know what y'all.
Wiley, how are you?
I am blessed. I'm blessed.
I love you, Wiley.
I love you too.
I want your opinion, Wiley. How do you feel about, we haven't talked about you? I mean, talk to you. How do you feel about, all the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj drama?
Honestly, Honestly, I feel when Nicki, at first I didn't feel what Nicki was going through. Number one, when you're the number one top star and you're going against a lot of criticism behind the scenes, a lot of times we don't know what goes on behind the scenes as a regular fan. So if you're trying to fight a system, the average person like, I really don't believe that, but she have her issues with the system, and I get that. My only question is this Nicki Minaj karma for the Lil Kim situation? Is it something when it comes to that? And I wish, as Nicki, if we could go back to that era, that she stand up and say, you know what, I'm gonna stand with Kim. I'm gonna work with her and squash her. And I think that would have helped her in this case, because there wouldn't have been no issue or question that she don't work with female rappers, because she could have easily worked with Kim, and that could have solved the issue of her not working with female rappers. But I pray, honestly, that Cardi and Nicki could work out the issue. The only issue I had with the women is that they brought up children. I don't like when people bring up children, even though I talked about Tasha K. Child and say he was a child soldier. But when you bring up the children, they're gonna see that stuff in elementary school or middle school, whatever grade they're in, and them kids gonna bring it up. So that's the only issue that I had from it. But at the end of the day, Nicki talked to a big one. Cardi did not outsell her in the first week. But I'm like, are we really just gonna give an album a first week success, or to say if we like it or no, it's a flop or not? Because let's be clear, nobody's pushing the Taylor Swift numbers, because Taylor Swift came out and breaking records, and she not beefing with Britney Spears, or she's not beefing with any other white person that's doing music. So I just hope that we as the fans can encourage the women to say, you know what, y'all should work together and make some money like Brandy and Monica, because this feels like back in the day they had them going at it, and now they're working together and probably going to make millions upon millions. But can you imagine if Nicki and Cardi were to go on tour together, both of them fan bases? It would be probably gross over $1 billion. So I just hope that.
I think that some questionable things have been said and that Nicki's disrespected the Queen Cardi.
I think it was some questionable things that was said that in that type of situation. But I hope that they could just do it on music. Long as it stay between them as grown women, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. But just don't bring the children in that. JT is irrelevant because that song was trash.
Nicki tried to have Kenneth beat up Takeoff.
So my thing is that their husbands. So
was in front of the trash cans talking shit
that he
about Pop Out.
But yeah, and then he got in trouble for that. Yeah, he got in trouble for that too. But I think by his parole officer, they was like, you can't be around.
Called his ass back home.
Yeah, so you got you.
He was on the road with her sidekick while her man was stuck at home.
Yeah, but I love. But let me say this about Cardi B album. Cardi B album is not like the first album. The second album, I'm not really a fan of. It have to.
Shows growth.
It have to.
As an artist, as a human being.
It have to grow. It have to grow on me. The first album was just good. It was some bangers on it, so it really have to grow on me as a fan. As a fan, but I'm looking forward to what.
Do you think Nicki tainted your judgment? Because
no, I felt this way before Nicki uttered a word. When the album first dropped, I listened to it. I'm like, I'm really not feeling this album. I did not like the record that she did. What was that? Players Anthem. The record. Yeah. I didn't like that. The Jay-Z record. I didn't like that. I'm not feeling that at all. Maybe she should have did like a Lil Kim beat or like one of Lil Kim top songs and redid that. But that trying to be doing that Jay-Z record, I wasn't really feeling that at all.
Yeah, that was too slow for her.
Yeah.
And then, like, she couldn't really pronounce the words.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
She's Latina. It's called an accent.
I understand that it was a struggle. But some songs she does well. If it's a up tempo beat, she does very well. But something very slow where you listen to every word, every syllable, she struggled with. But honestly, I would have never put the song out. I'm like, no, this ain't it.
Now,
Let's try something else.
Another question, Wiley. How do you feel about Cardi B basically talking about, special needs children and things like that. I know you did say you don't like neither woman taking on children and stuff, but Cardi did.
To me, that said, I had a problem with when Cardi said, "I'm gonna get her fat fans. Y'all fat." I'm like, why would you say that? You dropped the album and you talking about y'all need to stop eating. Y'all got big fat, because there's a lot of fat folks that are Cardi B fans. But you shouldn't say that if you're trying to sell a record. If you want everybody to buy your record, you shouldn't say nothing dissing a demographic of people.
Sloppy fans. Cardi's
very
pretty.
But my thing is, you want them to spend. If it wasn't for fat folks, like the like, come on, like you, it's no telling how many fans she turned. Right, it's no time, but you need all people to buy your record. You don't want to make sure that you distract from any of that. But talking about somebody that's slow or says like that's disrespectful, because we don't know. She never came out and said her child have a problem or issue at all. She keep her child very private. I'm talking about Nicki Minaj's son. So I just think that was very disrespectful. But Cardi B have said something.
Beyonce's kids are slow.
No, I can't talk. I don't believe that. She never, and if they rich. I'd rather be rich and slow than to be poor and slow.
Kanye insinuated that the babies are slow.
Well, then again, who cares? They're rich. They're rich. I understand that, but when I'm like talking about somebody's child in that aspect, because they can't defend themselves. Like you bringing it up, they can't fight. They can't defend themselves. These are children, and that one made Nick.
They're going to see it in the years to come.
Yes, they're going to look at that and be like, oh.
Like, look at, Northwest, she's on the internet and stuff. I'm pretty sure she, gets scrolled by, stuff people that, said about her and stuff like that. Like, these children are growing up now and, to say something about that, like a child like that, and now,
Did Nicki say something about Cardi's unborn baby? Did Nicki say something about Cardi's unborn baby? Because Cardi just doesn't go off pocket unless somebody does something to her.
I think they both went below the belt. Even the apology that they did I'm like, oh my God, Papa Perk. I'm like, this is just too much. And I got out of it because I'm like, I'm not on the stand page and stuff like that. That's not my job. Maybe y'all can go watch Armand Wiggins that do the stand stuff, the stand culture, the stand spaces. I'm just not into that. I'm just a fan. If it's a dope record, it's a dope record. I'm just not into that because it's very toxic. Now, I do talk my stuff sometimes just to annihilate the barbs and they get to talk about bring tracks to my page. Why not? But I stay out of the stand culture because it's very toxic and and I just can't do it. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, cause I was in Armand spaces. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all all talking over y'all. Everybody talking over each other.
I was on that space. I had joined that space, and this space got really wild. A lot of the Barney gang got up there. It just was.
Yeah, they was like, it was like, I'm like, I can't. It's like really, it's like, oh my gosh. But I get it. You have your faves, you have a face. But when the sales come out, when the first week come out, you would think that Nicki would push 2 million the first week, and Cardi would push about 1.5 million the first week. And neither one of the women have pushed that in the first week. Because maybe it's because they focus so much on the negativity and start worried about how to strategize for the long-term growth. I don't know anything about Roc Nation, but let's be clear. They have Megan Thee Stallion. Even Megan Thee Stallion wasn't pushing mega numbers. So Roc Nation don't have all that power that we think they claim to have, because if they did, Megan would be pushing 1 million or 2 million the first week. Her album kind of flopped.
Nicki did and not give Cardi credit for 190.
I'll give her credit, but it wasn't the Taylor Swift numbers, but the stuff they these.
Nobody but Drake can come close to Taylor Swift. Cardi did a number that nobody can do but Nicki.
Right, I understand it, but the way y'all talk, the way these Twitter spaces and stand cultures talk, you would think that they would push them type of numbers. You would think so. Maybe because that.
Not an American black as you sit here and defend her.
I'm saying.
What does that have to do with anything?
Right, yeah. She was born in this country, but she was
not supporting the JTs and the Bias more of the world
because they're trash. Bia is trash, and she don't promote her audience like shit. Bia is trash. JT was better with the City Girls. I don't understand. I had the same with Chloe and Halle. Y'all should have stuck together as a duo. Everybody's not meant to be a solo act. Everybody's not meant to be a solo act.
Speaking on JT, sit back. Well, I do have a question regarding JT. So you seen JT and Cardi, going back and forth and stuff like that. How do you feel about Cardi records being taken down from Apple Music? Do you feel like a lot of people saying this is, some type of setup between her and Cardi, some type of, PR stunt? What do you feel?
You said Cardi B?
Cardi B and JT.
Yeah, but which record went down? Cardi B record is down?
I think they meant to say the JT diss song.
Oh, JT diss song. Well, it should have been taken down. Well, maybe because she didn't get it clear. I don't think if you didn't get it clear correctly, then it's gonna be taken down. Remember?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Remember when Lil Kim had her record, a record out, and I think it was out with Megan Thee Stallion, and she didn't get it properly clear. They took it down, so maybe she didn't get it clear by the proper channels.
Kanye, Bianca,
but it's still up on Spotify.
Oh, but see that. So I don't know. I don't understand why is it now on?
It's on Spotify as well. We had verified. It's on Spotify.
So it's not on Apple Music. See, I have Spotify, so I heard it on Spotify. So I'm like on Apple Music. Well, I'm like that's some shade there, but I don't know. I don't know why it's not on Apple Music. I don't know.
It went number one on Apple Music, and then next thing you know, it vanished. And Cardi B magnet.
So
back up.
Yeah. So my thing is, did y'all like the JT record? It wasn't all that.
I did.
You like it? I didn't. I'm like, it wasn't like a No Vaseline Ice Cube. It wasn't like a Black Friday Lil Kim.
It was a good club banger though. That's what she wanted.
Oh, okay. The club. See, I don't go to clubs. I listen to it. I'm like, oh, I'm not really.
I won't compare. Her diss to the greats. This is, but as far as like in the female, rap universe, this is, I do feel like it was, one of those ones that, hit, like I liked it. She came and she's, talked her shit, as far as like every other female rapper diss that I've heard, nobody ain't really came this hard like JT had, came.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand what you said, but it's. Oh, okay, so I get that, but I wasn't a fan of that at all. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not.
Is it like a hit 'em up and stuff like that? Hell no.
No.
But it's like as far as like the female rap universe, or the girls, she ate that. I did like it. Like all the distance I've heard, like the girls do towards each other, like JT, like it was so direct. I liked it. Like the beat was nice, her lyrics. But what y'all think?
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, she had good topics. It's like that she was dissing back at Cardi. Each line she was dissing was like she's responding back to Cardi. Like Cardi brought up Uzi, she brought up Stefan. So it's like it was like a tit for tat situation. I just like the way that she came in the song. She didn't sound like she reading off a script, or she didn't. It sounded like she sounded genuine about how she was speaking about Cardi. Like she sounded passionate. Cardi sounded like somebody, it's like she gave out a list of things she want to say about her. Somebody told her, okay, well, say this line, and the studio repeated. That's what it sounded like to me on Magnet.
And then I heard Magnet, and I wasn't really impressed by Magnet. I'm like, oh, okay, it ain't all that at all.
Honestly, the first 2 days I heard Magnet, I was like, okay, it's cute. But then over time, it's like you don't even want to hear it no more.
Right,
like,
it don't have that staying power. It really don't. It really, really don't. I know it's not going to be no tour for Cardi B because I'm like, she about to have a baby. You don't know if it's going to be complications. You don't know if she.
Have you guys heard the song in a car, or only like
through my headphones on my phone and my headphones?
In the car, I've heard it with my beat speakers on. I've heard it in my.
And you don't feel that boom back going through your soul.
The beat nice, but it's not no replay.
It's about the lyrics.
This
like,
is so
what she's saying,
low flow.
Yeah,
I just feel like it's more Nicki's line of thinking as opposed to independent thought of Cardi. Cardi is smashing it right now. She's challenging the queen for the throne. What's the problem?
Right, but my thing is my thing, and she's trying, but Nicki, of course, Nicki album's gonna do better in sales. because Cardi pretty much ain't gonna be able to respond like that because she about to just drop a baby or whatever. But I'm expecting Nicki to
and
really.
It takes her 7 years.
Yeah, it takes her 7 years. Honestly, it took for this. It wasn't right. She should have came out maybe a year after her first or 2 years after her first album, and we'd have had a better conversation. The sales would have been better. The sound would have been better. Everything would have been better because she would have. Yeah, yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything would have been better. I think she waited 7 years, and it was like, oh, you almost forgot. I'm like, really, because I really would have loved her. Now, it's no shade. Now, if she performed at the Super Bowl, because is it who's before? Yeah, Bad Bunny's before. They got a record on her first album. So if they do something, that's really going to help her image and boost her sales up. If she's able to do it, because she's pregnant, so I don't know when it's her baby due. So I don't know.
In March, I think.
December. Listen, you guys. She's a Latina woman. Don't worry about the baby. She's gonna show up to work and perform.
well, no, because she was pregnant before and she canceled the tour with
If she's having the baby in November, December, then yeah, I can see it for Cardi. She's definitely snapped back, quick. I guess being, her race.
But she's lazy though. I'll say she's a little lazy though. So I don't know.
Yeah, she is. She is a little lazy because when she was working, what was the Bruno Mars? That would have been dope because like they did some dope.
She did the Bruno Mars, but she canceled that.
Yeah, she was right. That's what I'm saying. And they did some dope records like that. You can't. Those were some good songs that they just made. And
she fumbled that right there.
Right, she did fumble that. She did.
Definitely get up there with Nicki for sure.
She did. She fumbled that because it was the blueprint was there for her to take the throne, but she got lazy. Oh, I'm not doing that. And she didn't do the other no tours. Like she haven't did a war tour. I don't think she ever did a war tour, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think
you do understand she's a mom first and she takes care of her kids on a daily basis?
I get that, but if you say you want to be the queen, you can't have excuses and be like, oh, like you got to be out here pumping because there's other women out here that have kids and still pushing on music and still delivering and stuff like that. But Cardi shouldn't have waited. I'm gonna say this: she shouldn't have had a child in her first year as an artist, or even in her second year. She should have waited into 7 years of her career to drop a baby. Because if she would have waited 7 years to drop it, the conversation would have been different. The landscape would have been different, and she would have been like the number one female rapper out there. But Nicki is still considered the top right after she's been in the business for 15 years. You can't say it about Kim. You can't say, Kim fell off. You can't say it about none of these people. But let me say this about Kim because I saw a comment and this is so real. Kim made some bad business decisions. I talked to someone in Kim camp. They also said that Kim still thinks that she is the HBIC like she was in the 90s. It's hard to get through her. And you can't be like that. You got to be like Usher. Every decade, he knew how to reinvent himself from the 90s to the current to stay relevant. A lot of these artists, unfortunately, look him as the blueprint, like her book. I told the person, I said, when is the book going to? Well, we having issues with the how the fuck you have, excuse my language, you having issues with the publisher when you sign, what contract did she sign? Because she needs that. Like, I don't understand. She's still making bad deals. Like, who is her attorney? Like, who is these people around her? Like, I don't understand because I'll be rooting for her. I'm like, this is good. Drop a book, a documentary, a reality show, and maybe say, this is my last album, like your retirement album. She can't do that if you can't even put out a book.
Yeah, you would think Kim by now, would have directed some type of, biography or, something for herself. But, I don't know. It just seems like Kim is lost.
Yeah, Kim is lost. She lazy. The people she got around her is stuck in their way. She need new, hungry people. Some people from this generation that can really make good producers. She need that for music-wise and to really get her a good album. So to remind people that she can still go. Because I remember she did a record with Dream Doll, Funeral, and it was a dope record. But it didn't go anywhere because I think Dream Doll, they didn't really push the record. Even her album 9, there was some good records on there. No videos for Pray For Me, the record that she did with Rick Ross, no video. I'm like, how you not have a video of one of the biggest artists at the time, Rick Ross, and you don't do that? Like, I don't understand. Like, she dropped the ball on a lot of stuff. Even the record she did with Carisha, it was a dope record. I used to listen to that working out in the gym when I was working out. It was a dope record. I'm like, how you not have a video, a real video and all that? And I get it. No money, no video, but still, Kim, like, come on, like, I really am rooting for it. And I'm glad that Charlamagne did thank Kim. Like, oh my God, shout out to Kim. Kim, I'm sorry, because she did say some stuff that kind of make look Kim as I told you so. She said, was done or dark gonna come to the light, and you will see. And now people are like, and now people are looking at look Kim, oh, we sorry. So hopefully now Kim can take advantage of this newfound attention. But we gave this to her before, and she ain't come out with nothing like that, because she's still stuck on that she's back in the 90s and she's the top star, and she's not. She have to know how, like, she need a podcast. Why Kim don't have a podcast talking about being a female rapper and really doing a podcast, telling us some prison stories, telling how she used to get her butt kicked. And I like, it's so much that she can do, because she still have a fan base, because I'm a part of a lot of the Look Kim fan pages that I see down my timeline.
And she, embedded in, hip hop history. So it's like,
facts.
Nobody's not gonna, not watch a biopic or something, of Kim, or at least if she do a podcast and come out telling her, old stories and stuff,
facts.
I feel like people would definitely tune into that.
Absolutely.
It's definitely the people. We want to see these stories.
Yeah, because the Look Kim biopic is long overdue, and she could do that on Lifetime. Because Lifetime could do a biopic, and people will watch. It could be on BET. People will watch that, because it's a lot of stuff that her fans know, but the world really don't know, especially this new generation. And to really do that, if I were her, I would do it. If I were her, I would really, really do it. If in my humble opinion, she really need a biopic, because again, Kim did open the door for a lot of women, and she have a stellar career that she could be proud of. Some female rappers today will never ever touch what Lil' Kim touch, in a lifetime. So again, I think Kim definitely need a biopic. It need to be on BET, VH1, or Lifetime, and people will watch it. I know I would tune into it because I love Kim.
Even if you look at like the perspective, like somebody like Kim, who have all these accolades and stuff like that, you would think she would already have a podcast and be bringing these younger girls on there, and like, questioning them, or giving them some game and stuff like stuff like that, but I don't know.
Absolutely. I
guess Nikki gonna have to do it when she gets.
I think Nikki will do it, and Nikki does it well. Like I love it when now, unless she do Queen Radio with the camera, like how she did on Apple, she did get that, because whoever produced her Apple version, that was the version of Queen Radio.
Nikki needs that type of setup.
She was her.
She needs somebody to bring like right topic.
She needs that, because they have the right producers. They had everything of that. It was very well produced. They really need that. And I hope that, and I've said this, I'm going to say this publicly, I hope that Nikki is reminded of the Black YouTubers that's been in the trenches for her, defending her, that she actually bring them on. Because what she do, she treat them like sharecropper bloggers, like y'all spread my narrative, but when I come out with my album promo, I'm not crickets. No, I go to Casanat. But what about the Black YouTube? And also, let this be a reminder to Black YouTubers. Like, she do this, but then when she have a rollout, is she gonna come on her show? So are you gonna continue to defend her like that? I'll call out and be like, hey, remember my show? I was in the trenches, I was defending you, and I was saying all this stuff for you, blah, 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 blah. I get it, but I understand why bloggers don't.
She's gonna do your show second. She'll do Milagro first.
I don't think she's gonna do none of them shows. I don't think she's gonna do none of them shows, because Tasha K put a bad stain on YouTubers. They go on Say Space. See, Casanat, he don't talk about gossip. Gossip is at the low of the totem pole when it comes to society. Like, she'll go to Casanat, but she ain't gonna come. I don't think she's gonna come on these Black YouTubers channel. I will be surprised if she do that.
And then somewhere like Casanat, there's somewhere that she can actually control the narrative and
Facts.
control what's
I agree.
going on and stuff like because he's not interviewing. Like
Facts.
she can talk about what she want to talk about. Like if you go back and look at the, when she was up there with Casanat, she controlled the whole
narrative.
Going on. So
he didn't interrogate her about her husband.
So, and that's the only thing I can say, I really dislike, with the whole streaming thing, celebrities going on streaming, because it's like no real questions are being asked.
No.
Like I said, I do miss, interviewers and, reporters, people who actually ask, and get to the nitty gritty, the questions that people actually want to know,
Facts.
You understand why the streamers are doing that, because if they do ask them the questions, they won't come on the show.
They won't come.
You see what happened?
I know.
Yes, and the one they were smoking weed on his show, and he had to kick them off, and it became a big deal. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Casanat show?
No, Fabio Foreign was on another young man's show.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
See,
Black Boy Max. It was Black Boy.
Oh
Max.
my God! See, yeah, because I'll be like, y'all really, and let's be clear, like Casanat came in and teaching the world that you do not have to do gossip to become famous. Because like there is no gossip blog that is on a Casanat level that is in the top 10 YouTubers RAM. Nobody can say, oh, they're in the top 10 YouTubers. Nobody or the top 10 streamers. Like, and that so that's why I see like Nicki not gonna do it, because let's be clear. All of these YouTubers that's defending Nicki and all that, they have trashed Nicki and said some, including Tasha K, because she tried to not remember that she trashed Nicki Minaj's husband.
I feel like Casanat will always give Nicki thanks because she literally opened the doors for him, because
she did.
Like before then, like he would get like the little D-list, he would get like Scott Jackson and shit, on there. But when Nicki got on there, Kim Kardashian and shit started coming through the door. Motherfucker, the a lot of people start coming through the door. So I feel like that's why he would never. Because I always see him say, I love Nicki and stuff like that. Because she opened.
She opened there. You even had Mariah Carey. You had Alicia Keys.
Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys.
Everybody, Marlon Wayans. All of them was on there. And I'm like, you ain't gonna probably never see none of those stars on YouTube or channels unless it's like the Terrell show. I don't know if y'all watch him. He's a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah, I do. I love
but what he do?
He did that Kamala Harris.
He don't.
Terrell.
He had, remember he had Michelle Williams, he had Kelly Rowland, he had all these artists, Jennifer Hudson, he had the Clark sisters. But
that's the one that be singing.
Yeah, he be singing and he talk about their music. He don't talk about their personal life. Like, who you fucking? Who dick you sucking? Did you shit on his dick? Like, they don't ask them type of questions, like, so he is very comfortable. And that's something that we all, including myself, have to understand. Like, we can't be criticizing these celebrities and then want them on the show. I remember it was this publicist that I had his number. He would allow me to bring. I was able to get from Escape on the show, Raheem Brazil on the show. I was able to get these celebrities. But once he started seeing the content, I was trashing people. I must have dogged out some celebrity that really got pulled. And she's like, I'm not going on Wiley show. He talked mess about me. So he removed me from the email list, from the public email, or the call list. He don't answer none of my calls because I was trashing some of his clients. And I didn't know that at the time. I was like, oh, this is why he not responding to my email, because I was dogging some celebrities that he represent. And I'm like, I'm not gonna mess up his back. And mind you, so I understand from experience that these celebrities are very, very, like, when I tell you they are very, like, you can't say a peep out of them, like, and think they're gonna come on your show. Like, it's just not gonna happen unless you got some gigantic numbers like the Breakfast Club. Even the Breakfast Club, because they didn't get no Nicki Minaj interview when her album dropped, because they are not a friendly platform. So you have to, so if they're dealing with that and they're the number one show in radio, so they're not gonna come on YouTubers when we talking trash about them. They're not. I'll be shocked unless you get Sukihana, but she ain't trending. She's trash. Ain't nobody stunned a Sukihana. Like, she have lost the moment. Because she just lost the moment. Sexy Red, another one, lost her moment. I believe it, honestly. So even Doja Cat, she's still all right. But the main ones we discussing here is the Cardi and Nicki. But I understand Nicki thing. Like, don't compare me to people that don't write, that Nicki songs are better, her videos are better, but Cardi do have some bops. But Nicki put a lot of time in her music, and she's just so good, and she could be compared to the man even better than some of these men out here. And in Cardi B instance, like she was supposed to be the one to replace Nicki, and unfortunately, she had failed. She had failed to replace Nicki, but now Nicki is more popular today than she was 15 years ago. Her fan base is still there. And so that's something to be studied, to have a fan base, to be with your neighbors in high school, and they still buying your music. They still interested in you today. So that's a blessing. Cardi, unfortunately, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling the album. It didn't top the first album, in my humble opinion, with the songs and the videos and the treatment was just much better.
Are you saying that Cardi is going to replace Nicki in the next 2 years?
No, I don't think so, because if she didn't do it now, I don't think she would do it. I don't think, unless she just do something so amazing. Another album drop next year. If she drop another album, probably. If she do the Super Bowl, and release some new music and all that, that can help. And then she can, and then do a world tour, like she do the American dates, and then do a world tour, and it's grossing billions and billions of dollars. Then I'm like, okay, Nicki, you should be worried. But as of right now, no, Nicki can sleep good at night knowing that she didn't top her numbers. She didn't top it right now. So again, I don't think Cardi is there. I don't think no artist there is right now to top Nicki, not even Megan. Nicki still got some big numbers. Even Doja Cat couldn't even do it. She had an album. Nobody's talking about her album. And I heard it. I'm really not into the Prince sound, what she tried to do. I'm really not into what she's trying to do. I'm really not into it. But again, Nicki is still the number one. She's still in number one. Like, she's still in the conversation. She's still this mega star, being in the game for over 15 years. That's a blessing.
I got another question. How do you feel about, that leaked phone call with Cardi, calling, talking about she gonna whoop Ice Spice's ass, and, saying she's nothing like pussy ass Lotto. How you feel about that?
Oh my gosh. I think honestly, Cardi, I think she leaked it, of course, because then she put the song as music and she was flagging all these YouTuber channels, and I knew they was gonna flag it, because I was like, let me not play this because it's gonna get flagged for copyright. So once she started doing that just gave me confirmation that she put out the recording and stuff like that. But we got a glimpse of how she is behind the scenes. She's just this ghetto, ratchet, and all of these things. Even she threw Lotto under the bus. I don't think she was expecting that to happen, but you said you ain't P like Lotto and all, like all this. Like, I get it. A Lotto and them did a song, so I get it. But hey, Cardi put it out there, and she tried to say, y'all dropped it. Y'all, I'm like, no, that came from Cardi. That came from Cardi T. They did that.
You think Lotto gonna respond, or you think she was responding on stage when she kept on? They saying it was her like kind of responding.
I don't think so, unless she put an address on it. I don't think, and I don't think so. And I don't. It should be stupid to respond, because I'm like, you on a song with Cardi, like, come on, the second most streamed female rapper, like, you are the top. Like, come on, Lotto, like, don't be stupid. Just take the L, be like, and get your money. Because let's be clear, Lotto did a song. What was that K-pop record that she did with one of the top, and that didn't really boost her career like that at all. So Lotto need Cardi. She need a cosign. She need a boost. And I'm glad also, if you saw that video that she did, what happened, Lotto, she hoped that she could make up with Nicki Minaj. I highly doubt that Nicki would make up with Lotto at all, because like Lotto probably just said that hoping that she get a feature. That's just not going to happen now, because of what she said and how she dissed Nicki, and Nicki hold grudges, and rightfully so. You can't force somebody to do a record with you if you don't F with the person. I get that. I understand that. But I'm Lotto record with Cardi, I'm really not feeling it. I'm not like Lotto. I'm just not a big Lotto fan. I'm not a big Lotto fan. No, but the top artists that I like to listen to, of course, Nicki Minaj, of course, Lil' Kim. I still can listen to her records, and also Cardi, her debut album. I still play it like it just came out.
What did you think of Jack?
The record with Ice Spice and Lotto?
Hell yeah.
No. I don't like Ice Spice sound. I don't like when she try to twerk. I'm glad that they tried to make Ice Spice just happen. That machine really was trying to make her happen. And I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I don't like her sound. I don't like her sound. And then all she do is twerk. And I'm like, her stage pressure is whack. I'm like, I'm not a fan of Ice Spice. I didn't really like the song at all. But I'm glad they went on Constant Eye podcast. But no, I think Ice Spice missed her moment. I think she missed her. She should have just got into acting, maybe do some Disney movies and all that type of stuff. But as a being a rapper, no, I don't see it for her.
She has a professional football player as a boyfriend. She doesn't really need to.
But that's good.
Look cute.
Well, that's good. Have some babies.
She's got that gat, so I'm sure he don't want to ruin that too quickly with babies.
But I feel like, I feel like Ice Spice could have had her moment. It was cute when she was with Nicki, but I understand because they did a cute song. But this whole thing with Lotto and Ice Spice, I'm really not feeling it at all. Like, no. And it's so sad because I thought Ice Spice would be like a because they really was pushing Ice Spice of being the princess of rap. They was really, really pushing her, and she's not.
Like they were basically saying that she was taking Cardi's spot.
Right.
So, it's just crazy how, she just fell off like that.
Bro, no. Now, the person I do like to listen to is Glorilla. I like Glorilla. I love me some Glorilla. Like her sound. It's like she not into the beefs. She just do her music and I'm like, okay, gotta watch out for Glorilla. And then there's this other rapper. What was that? The Hype Me Up. Hype Me Up. I like that song because it's this dude. He always do these dances with them Timberland boots. So I've been listening to that.
Yes.
I've been listening to that song. I'm like, okay, so I really, really love it. That's all I just love the music. I don't get into the whole argument and stuff like that because I was dating somebody that was a barb, and it was so toxic because he would just bring up Nicki and then bring a conversation, and then we just couldn't get along with the whole thing. He would rap her lyrics. He was just a barber. I'm like, listen, if you was on fire, Nicki wouldn't even piss on you. Like,
what's so crazy? Somebody actually stopped talking to me because Nicki mentioned my name.
Yeah, you see.
Oh, you a bar. I was like, what?
See.
And next thing you know, I've never talked to them again. Like,
yeah, and I'm like, it's just to keep that private and stuff like that. And for me, I don't like to talk about YouTube stuff in my private life. Like I when I'm online and I can talk about, I don't like to bring that stuff up. But of course, this Barb, he was a huge Nicki Minaj fan, and he loved Nicki. And then he would try to do the show, and my people, they don't like Nicki like that. They'll say some stuff just to get on his skin. And he would argue, and I was like, no, I can't deal with that. Like, Nicki is cool, but let's not bring that into the relationship because, again, Nicki will not piss on you if you was on fire, and it's okay. And I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I remember when she first came out, when she first dropped the album. I just got out of high school, and I remember going, what was that, Walmart, and getting her album. It was like Walmart or Target, getting her physical album, and I'm still a fan of Nicki Minaj, but I'm not consider myself a stan when I'm gonna just defend her 24/7. I can't do that. I don't have the time, the energy, and I'm not getting paid to sit and defend her honor like that. Like, no, even the same thing with Cardi. Now look here, I kind of defend her, but not too much because she did make some bad business decisions and stuff like that, and she don't do interviews. And one person I would love to show up on Constant Eye podcast is Lil' Kim, and she do her little dance. I would have loved to see. Now, like, that would have been fun. Like, Lil' Kim, go and do that, and like, do have your moment because, again, I'm a fan of her. My dream interview is Lil' Kim and the president of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. That's like a dream. Like dream interviews that I have, and look him, and of course Brandy. I love Brandy. A dream interview for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Nicki album now. I'm critical. No, Millie, I love. Don't get me wrong, I love Milagro, but I don't listen to her podcast because it's toxic. She don't like to listen. I told Milagro, I said, Milagro, I took it to her privately. Yeah, I hit her privately, and I said, I think, sister, you need to file for bankruptcy and do it now. So they told her the same thing. She I said, don't do this fight alone. You need them white lawyers that and just do the bankruptcy thing. Just do it now. But again, she don't.
The best lawyer. She had the best lawyer in the business helping her, and she turned it away.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that over here.
With the whole thing. Okay, the whole. But I just. Okay, no, I just pray for her. I'm praying for her, and I'm praying for I'm praying for her. Mm-hmm. Now I got to get into this. Now I was watching Justice Smollett podcast what he did with Candy, and they brought up what was the guy Bashir, the one that got the OnlyFans. And my thing is this: I don't feel because if your money is low, you need to make money, make the money. You know what I'm saying? But me per se. With him, I would have loved to see more of him in acting, but I get it. Once the checks dry up, you got to drop them draws and make a coin. I get it. I just feel bad that he's being prostituted for clicks and views by these other established OnlyFans people. I think he needs a conservatorship, honestly, because I think that he's being used, and it's just sad. It's sad to see, honestly, because he was such a great actor. And don't get me wrong, I like to see in some of the videos, I can tell he's not into it. He don't even be on hard like that. I was watching one of his videos. He wasn't even hard like that. I'm like, he's not really into this stuff.
Honestly, because I just told the here, and I have messages to prove this Twitter DM stuff. But we was actually supposed to have been met. But the only thing is, I seen a viral post, of him, and people was like. There's crazy people doing stuff with him, and he's out of his mind right now and stuff like that. And I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh. So I canceled my plans, to even meet with him. But I was like, wow, that's so crazy. But yeah, I've been seeing his videos and stuff like here and there. But
you can tell that he's an addict. You can tell, you see it. He needs much help, and when people find out that you're an addict, they'll get you high, just put on video, and they've been doing this in the adult entertainment industry for years. That's how a lot of guys.
He do be looking like he's out of his mind, like even in the videos.
Yeah, you can tell he's not into it. He's right. It's sad, and people will pump you up with every drug just to make a coin because he do have star power because he's internationally known because of what he did on Empire. So again, it's very, very sad. I looked at his stuff, and I'm a huge supporter of adult entertainment. I watch a lot of guys. I'm a huge, even female, I'm a huge supporter of it. And I even told Brandon Carson, I was like, you need to do some videos. I said, do some storylines. Okay, now he's doing storylines. Because I kind of like when you do storylines, like you sleep with your roommate or you sleep with your roommate mama. I like the storylines with adult entertainment, especially on OnlyFans. Another person that looked bad, and I'm sorry to say this, I know he's going to cuss me out. Arquez looked terrible. I don't know what happened to Arquez, but it looked like...
Wow, it's so crazy that you even mentioned that because I've been thinking the same thing.
He looks like he have let himself go, and I'm like, what? He was so attractive, like really like had that appeal. Now he looked like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Something, because when you get in these...
Let himself go too. Dang, what is his name? I used to always watch his videos. Hot Rod.
Oh yeah, Hot Rod on drugs heavily. Like they took a video of him in New York. It's bad because again, when you get into them drugs, and I heard from some sources that he took some bad stuff, and it just had him just go downhill from that. But he looks really, really bad. Most of these guys, you understand, that's what them white people did. They pumped these black boys up with these drugs, and you become addicted, and you don't stop. And it's hard to stop it. But once you're doing it, get through a set or get through multiple scenes, it's difficult. And they need to get paid. Like Hot Rod should have been a multi-millionaire. But his videos is still...
He should be on a Raheem level.
Yes!
Receiving awards and stuff.
Millions of dollars, like literally. But because the bad business now, the people that own his image and all that, they still making good money off of Hot Rod videos. Because I still watch some of his videos. But they still making money on that. But now look like you homeless. And nobody is coming to him from them. He made all that money for, like, hey, let's get you off the street. Let's get you clean. Let's get you all that. I really feel bad for him. I really, really, really feel bad for him. And, I love OnlyFans people. Like, I watch your stuff. I watch your videos. I love it. I watch all type of. It's just great talent. I love it because it's a gift. Like your body is a gift, but you're not all drugged out, and I don't see that on you. I can tell. I can see because
That's why I actually stopped. There was honestly something I did during COVID. You know, we all in the house and stuff.
Yeah, when you get
it's an easy way to accumulate, some funds and stuff. But I don't do it now. I don't.
Yeah, because let's be clear. It's like all that energy. Eventually, it's not. It's good to do it temporary, but you stay on a long term. How many black adult stars do we know that thriving right now? That we saw a lot of them live in hard lives and they broke and they're on drugs and all that because it's because you're giving that energy to you let all these people come inside you. That's that energy transfer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And they look, like it's several content creators I know that has done stuff with down near, hundreds of people on fucking camera. Like I just didn't want that on me. Like,
yeah, all the people, yeah.
See my little videos, of me by myself, and then the little 5 little collabs that I, decided to make. But other than that, like, I just didn't like that look of just being, with all these people, and then now everybody looking sickly and looking like they about to damn die.
Yeah, because I'm like, you got to prioritize your health. And I'm like, and you're not getting tested. Like, the people, when you go and do the video, you're not making sure that these people getting tested on a regular and all that type of stuff. Like, no, like, the people doing it all type of ways. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's good to watch. But when that downfall it's just literally so sad. Who is that other one? Remy Mars? Like, he don't look, oh, God, I'm going to talk about him. But he was another one. Top, bottom, and now he's just not like when you see him, you'll walk past like, oh, he was a guy, and all that money he making, he don't have it. And a lot of them guys that suffer. So that's how I'm glad that they have OnlyFans where creators can monetize their gift and they can become the sole earners of that. I love that. Versus you have to go back in the day, get like what $500 or $600 for a scene. And you don't see no other royalties and nothing come from it. So I'm glad for that thing when it comes to OnlyFans, where you can make money on your off your body. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to do it and all that type of stuff, great. But don't stay in the long term.
Think about all the money that those porn sites probably made off these people. Like,
yeah, they made millions. I remember. Like, do you see the guys? They were twins and they did a scene together. Were brothers and they did a scene together. One of the brothers died. Forgot because I interviewed him when he got out of jail. One of the brothers he went on to glory, but they're still grossing money off that video. It got hundreds of millions of views, and they're still grossing an income. They're still grossing income of that. And they were brothers. They literally they later on regret doing that, but I'm like, they did it. They was twins. They did a video. On there, and I'm like, oh my. Was they light skin, like kind of brown skin, light skin, and they were twins. And one of the boy is in LA now. Like he's in LA, like I think he do escorts. Like they say he's an escort, he's a scammer. But anyway, that's what the rumor. I forgot their name. If I think of the name, I'll definitely let you know. But yeah, I remember that because I had one of them on the show that went to prison. He got out, and he no longer with us. He passed away. But I remember asking him, I was like, how much? He said, no, we only made like, I think he said $500 for the video. I'm like, what? And them videos is still grossing. So like even T.S. Madden, she owned her stuff. So she's still grossing to this day money off of her videos, off of what she did a long time ago. Because that's going to always sell. I don't care how long, somebody's going to always watch that content. So it is what it is. But yeah. But your music, but you had transitioned into doing your music, which is dope. And I love that you still putting out music and all that great stuff. And another artist that I seen came out, and we could right now, is Fly Young Red. He just dropped a song, and he didn't handle his career right. Remember when he first came out with Throw That Boy Pussy, he could have really been enough, he didn't handle his career right.
So many people was comparing my song that was viral on Twitter, they was comparing me to him. So,
yeah,
I had spoke to him, but he could have definitely been, hot because this song was, hot at the time. Like
it really was. It really was. Like he didn't really put out because like again, you gotta still when you hot, you gotta put out other music and stuff like that. He didn't really do it. I think he just really thought that song was gonna last forever, and it's not. But he was there before Lil Nas X, there before all of them, and you know, back in the day, that's all I used to do was just interview gay artists. All I used to do, like Fly Young Red, he cussed me out because I used to be critical of gay artists. Like I used to talk about that. I used to do top 10 gay artists. I used to do all that, and this before Saucy Santana, Lil Nas X, and all of them. They weren't even on the scene yet. But it was like dope just to see where we are now, that you can be gay and still do music and be successful. Like that's dope. At one point in time, that wasn't the case. Like you won't get it, but now you can get attention, you get views, you get money and all that. That's real good. Because even like the Freaky Boys, I remember when they first came out, and them homeboys from Chicago seeing that for them to do it. Yeah.
My friends too. We actually went to Six Flags together.
Yeah. See, that's dope. See, that's dope.
Years. And TC.
Yeah, I love it.
I love them. Like, even speaking with them, like, you know, they see me, you know, grinding and stuff like that, you know, because, you know, when I stayed out in LA, like, I tried to, you know, basically, you know, go to different. Pierre was, like, hosting the club, so I was, you know, trying to get on the microphone and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know, just pushing my music and stuff, and, you know, they was fucking with me hard, so I always loved them.
Yeah, I think. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
Them.
That's dope. That is so dope.
I love making music. Like
that's dope.
And that's why I stopped and calmed down. I mean, I might still post my old videos. I mean, because they already out there. Like,
yeah,
you know. But you know, I just really be trying to do the music because I love expressing myself through the music.
Yeah, and then you're a writer. Did you get to see a writing impact that you write, which is dope? If I'm not mistaken, did you say you're going to put out a book that you writing a book?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, you did see my story.
I'll be checking out your story. I'm like, that is so dope to see that.
Because what's so crazy is I had posted it because a post on, I think it's on site or Neighborhood Talk. One of them had posted, like, you know, about this movie, like if it was like Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry, and somebody else, like Big Mama, Shanae, and some shit. But I ended up like writing a story like long ago, probably like in 2019, like regarding like that. So I had posted it, you know, it had got so many people like attention. That's how I even got this role currently that you know, have to audition for tomorrow. Like so many people even saw that. They was like, oh my God, I know you know write stories and stuff like that. That's why I was like, yeah, I got, you know, 3 books that I'm currently writing. You know, hopefully, you know, I can get on Amazon by next year at least, you know. So yeah, I love writing.
That's dope. That is so dope because we need more of that. And I remember when I was watching Pierre interview, he said, just put the story out yourself. And now you got Tubi, but like Tubi kind of changed the rules now. At first, you could just really have no budget and put your stuff on Tubi, but now Tubi kind of like wants your budget to be at least $500,000 or $1 million. Your budget to be to have your stuff on Tubi now, which is crazy because it was the low budget films that really made Tubi popping. But that's what white corporations do. They have used us black creators. They build up the app and they change the rules.
Those type of movies on
yeah, they changed the rules. They did. That was the best part of it too. We have a tendency as black people of building some shit up, and then they change rule on our ass, and we're like, like this, it's like Clubhouse. Black people made Clubhouse popping.
It should definitely make somebody even look into that, like
facts.
Starting something up, you know, back up, you know, with that because. It was those low budget films that was so funny, like a basketball in your stomach.
And then it was remember, they was pushing it like all on social media. Remember, it was a time you couldn't go down your timeline saying a low budget movie on Tubi. And I was watching, but now they changed the how much your set, your production got to be. Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, and they was paying them people good money on them films. They was paying them good money, but I get, you know, they never want black people to really make it like that, and they switch it. But it's no different. Fox owned it. When Fox had us on, remember back in the day when Fox, they have Living Single, they had all of these black shows, and then they canceled them. But black shows made Fox Network popping. But they always do this. Black creators, we make stuff pop, and they change the rules or they cancel it completely. That's why it's important to just build your own stuff independently. What's the guy named, the one that played Bobby Brown, Rudy? He did a Kickstart, and he's trying to do like a romantic comedy, and he had raised, I think, like over $200,000. I think he's trying to independently put it out because he don't want to be known as a bad boy like that. Like as a bad boy, he could play other characters other than playing a gangster or a woman beater, etc. So I'm like, yeah, that's dope. There's many ways out there, but I would love to see some of your stuff, like your book and stuff like that, because I think that's dope. Because we need more writers to express, to tell your story. I think that would be so dope. Because when I saw it on that, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that about you. I was like, okay.
Yes, we should set up an interview. You should interview me on your YouTube or something.
Yeah, we definitely got to set up an interview. Like I'm streaming now on YouTube, and I thought we definitely got to share a thing because they was like, you need to go on his show. I'm like, oh, I like him, so I got to come on his show because y'all have some great conversations on there. Because we was up there, we could drag on here, we could have,
We love having you, Wiley. Whenever you pop up, remember the last time you were here, so please.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was. I love it over here. It was fun, and I haven't really did on stations like that, like I used to. But it was fun. Like
I know it's like I'm gonna transition, possibly to YouTube, to Twitch, soon, hopefully. Because I know that shit is going down. Like
Twitch is because they stopped talking, like they turned into a mute. Remember back in the day, you could talk. I was even charting on the charts on station, but then they changed again. They changed all the people from K-pop, all these weird stuff we want on, and then it's just like it's no longer a talking app like it was back in the day. They're just making it music, and then all this K-pop people. But yeah, you should definitely do Twitch, and I love Twitch. I wish that we could have a content house, and we all get into a mansion, and we have our cameras and stuff. Because that's how they do it on Twitch. If you notice, they don't be over there arguing about Nicki and Cardi. They really talk about their lives, and they create these characters, which I love. Because I was watching Kai. That man made.
All of them be live at the same time.
Yeah.
Everybody accumulating, viewership,
Facts,
funds. Like it's really amazing to actually just watch.
And they making money. They did a video about Consonant Friends. You know how many millionaire he have made, people he have put on into this content space just for him being in the video with him or being around him. It's dope. I wish that we don't.
You do know that Cam has the same type of cachet, so come around and Cam's gonna take you to the top. This show, our show, is here for you, Wiley. We love you.
Oh, well, I love y'all too. I love you too.
What? Talk to Wiley. Cool.
So I would love to see you on Twitch on the Cam K show. I would love to see it. I would love to because Twitch is dope. Twitch is dope. I really love Twitch. It's really dope. They have really showed us YouTubers what we do on YouTube is kind of like old fashioned because all we do is sit out in one spot and talk about these topics. But the Twitch people, baby, the way how they do iShow Speed, the way they treat this man like he Michael Jackson is just beyond me. I'm like.
If I do my show, I want it like that. I want to be able to, go out and about, walk places,
facts.
Do activities and stuff, and people actually.
You guys, it's nothing to do it. Get a cameraman from Craigslist, Threads, whoever. Tell them to follow you for a day. $100, $150. They can eat and drink with you, and then edit it. And I kid you not, it's so fucking easy. We gotta stop talking about it, be about it, and put our people on.
Yeah, but they do it live. They definitely do it live. Right. That's the truth. They do it live. They honestly do it live, and it's dope. I really love because I'm about to say Kanye West, like Consonant, his friends, they got a business. I was really studying. I was like, oh my god, this is dope. They all making money now on YouTube. Unfortunately, YouTubers they stuck in their ways. I ain't shouting this person out. He ain't gonna get more views than me. I'm like, dude. Do you know we can? It's not the same no more. We have to redo our strategy and stuff like that. And then we all work together. It'll be a beast. If all of us YouTubers be in the same house, Oh my gosh, like the amount of attention that we will get.
Look at what Kai did for Ray.
I agree. Just randomly. He randomly went up to Kai as a fan.
He changed all them little boys.
He changed their life.
Everybody that's around.
Not only are they a team player, they give a fuck about the program. Like no one thinks that they're bigger than the program.
Facts.
There's no egos. They're all just having fun. Once we can figure that out, it's endless.
That part, I agree. Because look, all of them get a big nasty check. And like it's just dope. I'm like, whoa. Like I'm like, damn. Like millions. I'm like, what? I didn't know they was making money like that on Twitch until like when I was watching his university and what was that agent? I was watching his breakdown. He's one of the professors and he was talking about how much money you can make. I'm like, whoa.
Swoop. Negotiating your fucking price. Like
yeah.
I watched the TikToker. He was like, yeah, I got offered a few things, but they were like, what's your rate? And he was like, I was gonna say like 5,000. They gave him 15. Ask what the fuck you want.
Facts.
And you'll get it.
Hey man, you're
white people are?
Yeah, they getting it because like it's still not a top. It's still, if I'm not mistaken, a top 10 black YouTuber in the top 10 space. I'm talking about at the top as the most subscribed, the most viewed and stuff like that. Because a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, unfortunately, is gossip bloggers. It's just the gossip bloggers, and unfortunately, if we think the celebrity's going to push us forward, they're not because we gossip about them. But what content I did, it should be definitely a class. Like as someone, we have to study the blueprint because he came in, he changed people out, and I'm happy for him to see somebody black to be able to employ people. He got white cameramans, black cameramans, like he got a team.
Was he doing video games, Wiley?
Yeah, they was doing video games. Yeah, he was doing video games, and he have turned it into a whole reality show situation, a whole production, and it's dope. It's a lot of work because he be going live for 30 days straight and do all that. So, but look at the payoff for it, like the results of it is just incredible.
Right, I would definitely go live for 30 days for $1 million.
Yeah, he got they estimated he made from his last movie. It's maybe $8 to $9 million that he made last month.
Yeah,
visualize it, Cam. You're gonna make me your Ray, Cam. Okay, we're going to the top together, hand in hand, cuddled up.
Are you white, your godfather? Are you a white man? Are you white or black? Are you mixed? But it's good if you mix. It's good if you black or mixed. But I like how you talk.
I'm black and Mexican, but that's black is not my mom's Latina.
Oh, but that's dope. Well, that's okay. Oh, that's good. That would be dope to see y'all on camera. That's dope. I would love to see that, like on Twitch. It's just a vibe. And then saying midnight cupcake come down, and then y'all go to the bar, and she say, "I'm gonna pay for the drinks," and then she run away for the drinks, and Cam chase her down the stairs. Like that's good entertainment. That's good entertainment. Like that's dope. Like that's what. Because that, like, honestly, if Cupcake and Armand and if all of that was on Twitch, they would be sitting as million because that would have went ultra viral. Just seeing that whole thing play out, it would have went like that's just dope. Because that's what Twitch.
I think you brought up a good point, Wiley. I think if Armand came over underneath Cam's umbrella and Cam's show, he would have more listeners. Holding him back is not knowing and being a part of Cam's world.
Or I want to say this to all YouTubers: we should all work together. Have a not every YouTuber's organ, but it should be like a clique. We should have a clique, like you see how Kai did it. It's like a team of them. What do they call themselves? The AMP team. It should be like a team, like a group of YouTubers come together and then they transition to Twitch. You still keep your YouTube going, and then you do that like a group. I would love to see Cam. I would because he have a dope personality. It is the egos. I agree. The egos is very, very bad on YouTube.
It's all in the what's in it for me type shit.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get more viewers than me. I have more subscribers. I have more subscribers than you. What is it gonna do for me? Like all that. Yeah. It's like that on YouTube.
Like, when you think about it, like I literally never gave a fuck about the streaming platform. But why I tell you, Kai made me look at it so different to where
Amen.
Like, let me see what he's doing. He was doing He went to Hollywood sign. He went to Hollywood Boulevard. He went to the Wax Museum. He did so much stuff. And then when he went to sleep, everybody was a team player with, getting their sleep interrupted and having, a water balloon fight and this and that. And it's like, who really right now, as we're over 30-something years old, is willing to have fun like that and just start again from the basics and just like live fucking life?
Facts.
I don't even know a handful of YouTubers who are having fun like that right now.
No, because and I told somebody, I was like, man, I really don't feel like, because it makes me feel like when I'm doing this old fashioned just saying gospel about a celebrity. Because when I looked at Kyle, I was like, oh, I have to change up myself, because he made me look at it different as well. Because I was sitting there watching, especially I Show Speed, when I was seeing him travel around the world and that attention that he was getting, and seeing him at Royal Rumble, I'm like, what?
The thing is, you have to be vulnerable. You can talk about who's, whatever. And that's another thing too. Y'all will sit up and talk about celebrities all day, but like, even if y'all keeping, really like kind of vague, are they coming on y'all platform and doing interviews like Kai? Like,
no.
Who the fuck is really coming over and like playing the little mafia game that he was playing, the little noodle game, like Kim Kardashian, Mariah Carey, everybody. So I'm like, I love that y'all cover celebrities, but they not showing y'all love like they show.
They not. They damn sure not doing that. And so that was like that's gonna be dope. Cause like he was telling, like they was showing at the streaming university I was watching Kai, and they was showing like the cameras to get. You could use your phone. They was like showing stuff, like they was saying like start out basic, like use your phone and then upgrade when more money come in. Then you get a streaming camera, and then you get a team member. Like you should start off small. And then he was saying, reinvent yourself, put money back into your platform and all of that. But seeing that and seeing the deals that he got, like he got a T-Mobile sponsorship. I'm like, yes, the dollars is coming. I'm like, that is, it's encouraging me. I'm inspired. I'm like, because I'm like, T-Mobile is not going to give me a sponsor, and all I'm doing, calling black women bees, talking about Nicki, Cardi, Nicki. They're not going to give you a sponsorship for that. Facts.
Of course, black people are going to cover black culture. That's already in our nature. But there's a way to do it, and there's a way to have a commentary, and there's a way to still get these fucking white people to give a fucking deal out.
Fact, that is so true. That is so true. You're so right about that. Because even with Williams, like she didn't get the support from white culture for Emmy. She never got nominated for Emmy because it was gossip. It was gossip. It was mess, and that's like the lowest totem pole, and she was doing it at the highest level on television, but she never got that respect like Oprah, Sherry Shepherd, or Tamron Hall.
But we all love mess.
Yes.
But is it respected?
No.
Who knows?
No, it's not respected. No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's respected. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Do I think if Kai was like messy, like the Tasha K's and others that's on there, would he have the same support? No, I don't think so. I don't think he would have Kevin Hart on there. No.
But I think you're missing the dynamic that Kai's fans are kids. They're not messy black men. So like Tasha K, her fan base, their fan bases thrive on messiness. Kai's fan base is kids.
Yeah,
the kids are getting the kids got their parents' credit cards.
That's true.
So I know
you were 100% right, Cupcake. I'm just telling you the difference. That's all.
That's true.
Yeah. No, I want a broad audience. I want the parents to fuck with me to where the
Facts.
kids fuck with me. JoJo Siwa, she was getting it from every fucking angle.
Right.
From Dan's moms to fucking, her own little thing to where Northwest is dying to see her. So therefore, you got to bring in the Kim K. You got to, like, all these kids have a parent that got money.
And then also, too, Kai Cenat got a huge military fan base. Man, the military people be watching him. Like I said, that's money right there because they got money to spend. Especially.
Is he Haitian? Or Jamaican?
Is it Haitian? I believe Haitian. I think Haitian.
Yeah.
They got a huge fan.
Nothing but love.
Nothing but love, and he put people on, and that's why he keep constantly getting blessed. And I've been telling YouTubers forever. I was like, please, like we have to work together, but they have this division and this cutthroat, and like it's like why we have all these problems? Like let's work together. Something because when I was having my crash out, everybody talked about it, but now that I'm out health, I'm like, bring me back up, help build me back up. Let's do a show. They didn't want to do it because they have that. Oh, you may surpass me, or you may do this. I'm like, what? Like Diddy G, he put Diddy G on. I remember never forgetting how happy this man was when he had 100,000 people watching his stream. What YouTuber, anybody can answer this, just push a black YouTuber that's pushing 100,000 live viewers. That
who's entertaining like that besides Kai?
Right, to pushing 100,000. Name one.
Right.
And all of them streamers are pushing them numbers. And Tasha K, she tried her best. She was like, but no A-list star. I don't care how Tasha K. And then when I was watching Tasha, I was on her thing. She got Cat Will's brother up there. I'm saying that's why you're not respected. They're not going to come. Like Cat Will's not going to come on her show and give her an exclusive interview. So she have to deal with her brother. And I'm like, and they all come with stuff that you can't verify, just stuff to the store like that. But that getting outdated because do you see all these other kids? I'm talking about 16-year-old, 17-year-old, these streamers coming in making big bucks and they ain't trashing out once, like dogging out a celebrity. Now, even with the Drake and Constant, they have that fun shade. It's fun, entertaining. It's not toxic. It's not dark. Where Kai getting up there talking about Drake baby mamas and blah, 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 blah. And like, no, it's just some good hearted fun. And then seeing Nikki and her element was dope. It was just, I would never forget the episode. Like that iconic pink throne was just iconic for the culture, just seeing that for his resume.
We gotta just bring back fun to social media because it is getting limited of what you can talk about. It's either, social media drama, celebrity drama, or Love Island, Love is Blind, a whole bunch of reality TV shows. What I think, as you were talking, Wiley, what captivated me with Kai was the games. He was doing the Hot Wings challenge. He was doing the Silent Library. It was so much fun, interactive stuff where it was like, oh my God, like it makes me want to go outside and get a group of girls together and just pull pranks, be silly, be fun. Like, stop taking us too seriously. I mean, this rap beat, it's got nothing to do with me.
What about Ray J in the shower?
Ray J in the shower, that was funny.
That was a fun ongoing moment because Ray J was dying to get to the house. He then get to the car. It was so much fun because it was really a black man was supporting a black man.
Facts.
Point blank.
And facts. I love it. Like even I seen they was doing like stand-up comedy, did a segment about that. They was doing a lot and it was dope. And I loved it. It was good heart. Nobody got injured. I was watching when they was at Kevin Hart house. And they had the robot going out, messing up the floor. It was just dope. And then when I was trying to flirt with Kevin Hart's daughter, it was just all. It was just some iconic moments that I was watching. It was fun. I was watching it, and to get me involved in, I was like, oh my God, this is game changer. Because I tend not to watch the YouTubers. I already know what they're gonna talk about, mess and drama. So I was like, but that Twitch really, like Kai had my attention a lot last month, just watching his content. Yeah, he did. No shame.
It was fun. I pulled up to the little basketball game he had against the little kids.
That's dope.
And then I tried to pull up again, but yeah, it was so much fun. So when we can figure out, our little opening, I think it'll be crazy dope. Like I just can't let Kai beat me.
Facts.
Black boy. Fucking I can't. We already have we got the recipe. Let's just do it.
Facts.
Put the camera in my face. Let's see what happens.
That is so true. You right about it. You are so right about it. Absolutely. And ISO Speed, YouTube just produced him a show that's going to come out where he compete with like athletes and stuff like that. I'm like, that's dope. I'm like, they making that bread, make that money. Like I would love to do a show with Cam. I would love to do a sleepover and we just pick up these creative ideas and we just go at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I really love it.
Yeah. When
See
Cam
it?
is sleeping, will you sneak up on his booty?
And no, what? This is like no. No, when Cam is sleeping, like you throw water on him or something like that. You can't be up there we try to be mainstream. Oh my gosh. He tried. Now, if it was like an OnlyFans situation, then you put that on the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? When you want to do all that type of stuff. But
you're taking it too sexual. I mean, and like we do like Ray J, we all hop in the shower.
Oh, we hop in the shower.
We rock it.
I can't do all that.
Bubble bath.
People gonna be hard. It's gonna turn. It's like,
oh, yeah, my God. Cam, you hard, can I stroke you off? If you get hard, can I stroke you off?
It's gonna turn into like you up there doing it. Then you talking about got drinks and then y'all in the shower. Like you like I get it, but yeah, that could be fun. That could be entertaining. Like throwing whipped cream on people,
let's do it. Cam
throwing
show,
pranks.
let's go.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
No,
It'd be dope.
No, not on my show.
See, there's a balance. There's a balance of not being
Too sexual.
not being too inappropriate and not being too racist. It's like I don't know, Kai is mad when he's on that perfect line of like, I mean, they say nigga up and down the fucking, whatever, but they're still boys and they're still young men. But it's like there's something that they haven't crossed that line yet. Like we got to figure out that where it's like, okay, we can't overkill.
We can't overkill, but for me, it can work. It can really, really work. I can just see the vision in my mind, like all the people like there and doing it. Have Milagro show up, Tasha K with her wine show up, Armand show up, Armand confront Cupcake, all the drama that's on YouTube. Put it all on. Put it on Twitch. Get deny his crazy ass. Bring him like it's just.
And that's when I would void my contract. I would never
have the cameras follow Cupcake outside because she's pissed.
No, okay. 10 bands minimum for me to cross does not.
Oh Lord, it was.
Listen, our Cam show, we're gonna have a budget in the next 6 months. We're gonna get you that 10 racks, okay? Cupcake, I said comfortable love. I'm sorry. Cupcake, we're gonna get you those 10 bands. Our show, Cam show is gonna get it for you.
Yeah. Oh, so you guys are on my YouTube. I'm on Cam K on his station here and talking and stuff like that. So that's y'all say because it's so entertaining. Like the time be moving by so fast when you having fun. But I think it would be dope for the culture just to do that. Like us having fun, and then we do a rap battle of Nicki. So, like there's one song that I was at the club that Nicki did. You could just give me that look and the pennies coming off. I am not a person to quote lyrics. So I always fuck up lyrics, but that is just the bars. Like when I'm in a club, I'm like, that's what we need to show on Twitch, like having that lighthearted fun and just having greatness, or having one fan quote. We do like a Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj battle. One fan come up quoting or rapping Nicki Minaj. The next one come up on Lil Kim, and then blah blah blah. It's so much. Like, it's so much that we can do on there because
stream simultaneously or
that's true.
Collab, and then get your followers, my followers.
That's true.
That's true. All come together. That would be awesome.
That would be dope. That would be so dope.
I think my female perspective of dating in LA and then the whole maneuvering about these fucking French fries.
But that was.
That's so old news. Marco's getting sued up her asshole. She wishes she could pay for those $41.
Oh, okay. But it's like the thing was for me. It was blown for me personally. It was blown out of proportion, but I was like, who the fuck is paying $41 for French fries? But I forgot that's in California. This ain't Chicago where fries probably like $5 or something. So I'm like, okay.
No, listen, I will figure out how to get a fucking French fry deal with that fucking store.
Yes.
People don't know. Living in LA, you just split the bill 6 fucking times. Like, now it's gratuity. Now it's COVID fucking. Now it's a nursing fee. They just split that bill so fucking much to where it's like, I can see why the fries came out $40 fucking dollars. Everyone was fucking penny pinching that bitch.
My thing is this: I wouldn't have paid for it either. If I would have been like, Armand, y'all rich, y'all got the MX card. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. But I would have loved to see it on camera. Have the camera, because that was pure entertainment. They're seeing Nicki at night, like I would love it. I would love it to see that, because I was like, oh my God, this is iconic. I would love, because it's so much. We have so many talented people, and I'm like, they have shown, like, you are right, Cupcake. They gave us the blueprint of what to do. Only thing we have to just follow the blueprint and do it our own way. And we're bringing in our demographic.
You have this Cupcake, have this charisma. Cam's a superstar. So listen, it's all there. Our show
it is. It really is there. Like, oh my gosh, it really is there. And then because when we first start, like we're not want to bring in on the back A-list star, like not right away. So we have to work twice as hard, and that will give us encouragement. Like, okay, we can really push through this, and that will garner in bringing in A-list people or or talented people like that. Because I would love to see it. Like, I would love to reach out to Kaya. Yeah, especially it's just pure talent. Like it's pure gifted talent.
Yeah,
like, there we go.
Find a way to get it viewed by Ray J, and then
Facts.
Once people see how you're doing, they want to join. They want
Facts. Once it become popping and become a trend, especially if it start trending on other sites and it's really start getting that impact, and it's going to get back to them. Like their team going to see it, and them themselves, they be on the internet. Because I remember I told that Erica Banks need to get surgery and blah 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 blah, and I didn't think she saw it. I'm like, I want to get 10 people to watch me. But one day I reached out to Erica Banks and said, Erica Banks, so you come on the show? No, fuck you. You talk all that shit about me. I'm like, so you see what I talk about? I'm like, I didn't think you watch.
They are normal people. They're scrolling just like we're scrolling. On top of that, their fans are sending them stuff, and so they're watching on the back end for fuck sure. So it's like it always.
No, I'm gonna say, not to cut you off, but I want to apologize to Erica Banks. I didn't want her to put all that concrete in her. I am sorry. I shouldn't have said a word. Because she was fantastic. I apologize for all that concrete in her. She kind of messed up her career. She doing television, stuff like that. And I also want to apologize to Saucy Santana for the fried chicken and the deodorant, women deodorant that he wanted, and the Red Bulls. And I want to apologize to him because I did say a lot of nasty stuff about these people. And so I just definitely want to apologize to them. I did. But Erica Banks, that's the number one person I have to apologize. I did tell her to get surgery.
You don't attack people, Wiley. Usually they've done something or there's a reason why you're responding or saying these things. So I almost think you should hold your apology for a little bit.
No, for Erica Banks, I did. Because I said, if you want to get female rap, you need to get that surgery. You need to get surgery or something. You need to get a big butt. You got a flat chest and a fat butt. I was like talking this big.
That's facts. Look at Cardi.
But
Cardi had 3 surgeries while she had 3 kids.
I get it, but the thing is, I don't think you should ever alterate your body just to keep up with a trend. Because again, if you go to Cam Michelle, I would never forget it. She said she was so sick that she had to get that stuff removed because it's not healthy. Putting that stuff in your body.
We want them on the stage. We want them on the stage looking a certain way. If they can't,
but let's also say this though: there's nothing wrong with you being flat chest and a flat booty. You can be successful, stuff like that. Like we got to start pushing that too.
That don't sell tickets. That don't sell tickets. Beyonce sell tickets with that booty and them titties.
Or it just to me is just because look how Erica Banks did it.
You think Beyonce has talent? Do you think Beyonce has no talent? She just has a big face and a big ass.
Who you talking about, Erica? You saw Erica Banks?
No, Beyonce.
Beyonce got talent. Yeah.
Knows.
Yeah, Beyonce got talent.
No,
and
Beyonce's just fine. She has no talent.
She do it. Excuse me, Beyonce is very talented. What are you talking about? So you're not a fan of Beyonce? She's not a talented actress, but she's a damn talented performer and singer.
Oh no, yeah, she's so fine. But I did that. Martina did a lot of push. I'm sitting and made her.
Oh yeah, you was breaking up some, Mouse. I think you was you was breaking up, so we can't hardly hear you. I'm sorry. That's that Beehive. You see how Beehive did his internet connection? Beehive don't play. He up there talking about Beehive. They said it's the Beyonce internet, but yeah, Beyonce is extremely talented. Beyonce is extremely talented. I don't care how we tell that woman do witchcraft, how we dog her out. She never come out here cussing people out, dragging. She just stay focused to the art, and that's what I love about Beyonce. Stay focused on art. Let your team and her PR people is they'll reach out to you and try to, but her as the artist, she keep it to herself. Like she don't bring it to the internet.
I respect that too because I know she sees a lot of stuff.
She do.
Because when did she reach out to Roland Ray and send him something about like how she calls him her cousin or something? Like I don't know, but she be seeing certain things, and if you fuck with her, she'll reach out.
Facts.
If you don't, it's a wrap.
Because even the Scorpion show, Kevin and Mikhail, when they was talking about her, the publicist of Beyonce told Mikhail personally, I would love to come on your show. I like y'all, blah, blah, blah. So her publicist, I forgot her publicist's name, but she see everything and everything about her. But Beyonce herself don't come out trashing, dogging, and blah, blah, blah. No, she let the art speak for itself, for itself. And also you got to give to her, like her tours, like people go to her tours like crazy. It become a part. It becomes.
Tina does it for her. Mama Tina does it for her.
Would you say?
Whoever, as long as it's not her, because I feel like I get that.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not doing any more interviews because y'all will keep asking me stupid questions. Don't nobody.
That and she stopped. Yeah, that was dope. Mm-hmm.
They want to know who Becky with the good hair is. You want to know everything except for the craft.
The music, and then also too, all her mess she'll put in the music, like that elevator moment. She put it in the music. Jay-Z did it, Beyonce did it, and everything. Like even Solange, I love her. Like she got the Black authors. She have an app for all the Black writers and books that you can get off her app, which is dope. So she just does it well. I know she does it behind the scenes, but we don't see it. You know what I'm saying? You don't see it on stuff like that at all. Like Chloe and Halle, I love them. I wish they would stay as a group. But when they messiness all on the internet, I'm like, y'all ain't learning from Beyonce. Beyonce don't respond to stuff. She let her team that she paid good money to handle it. She let the machine handle it, but she gonna stay focused on that album.
You want to know what I think, and y'all let me know how y'all feel. I think celebrities should stop going live unless they're doing a way, promoting a song, doing a cute 1-2. They should not be on Instagram live for more than 5. They should not be on TikTok live. Galaxies telling story times. They should not be on live. What do y'all think?
I think they should. It's all about what you're talking about. I think you should, because we're in the era now that people want their celebrities to be on live, to be more current because of social media. And so I think it would be great. But but you shouldn't be on there talking about people's kids. You are all that drama and all them Twitter like what Saucy Santana did was trash. But your album sales didn't go nowhere. And Saucy, it didn't go nowhere. But you had 30-some thousand people listening to your Twitter space. 30-some thousand people.
Right. And that's the whole thing. I don't consider Saucy a celebrity or a rapper. I think he's an internet influencer. You see that Taylor Swift don't be on live?
No.
You're right. 100%.
Beyonce
yes, you're right.
Taylor Swift ain't on live. Kanye ain't on live. People are really fucking doing it. Kim Kardashian ain't on fucking live. Ain't nobody on live.
Facts. I agree. But Taylor Swift, I love her artist. I like some of her songs. I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but she don't be on live. It's just like her fans. She do the tours. Her fans do everything. Beyonce same way. You rarely see Beyonce. I don't think she ever did a live. Did Beyonce ever do a live? She never.
They don't need to go on live.
There's no need. Some artists can do that though. Some artists need to do lives because they just lost in the sauce. Some artists have to do it because they're in that we're in a totally different generation. If your fan base not grandfathered in like a Beyonce or a Nicki or like Brandy or Monica or Gladys Knight and stuff like, you need to be on you need to be on social media. As you need to let your fans know you still breathing because you're going to get lost in the sauce. You're just going to get lost.
I definitely think there's a difference of musicians being on live, promoting singles, albums, a sneak peek listen, and there's a difference of actors being on live because hello, movie, a giveaway, whatever. But again, I feel there should be a time limit. I don't want to see you on live all day. I want to be able to pull up and see what you're doing. Number one, safety, but number two, that takes away the celebrityism because now I feel like you on your phone, I can slide in your DMs.
You become successful. Denzel is that way. Denzel told Will, "Listen, I don't have social media. Listen, I want people. I don't want to be oversaturated." But Will Smith, he took social media a different way. Like he do fun stuff on his social media and stuff. It's like a production. He's not arguing with Jada and stuff like that, or talking about his kids.
And Will Smith has younger kids as far as they're still in their early or mid-20s.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is fun. He's tapping into that. Denzel, his son is an actor. They take theater, all that stuff really serious. I don't see Denzel being a fun Will Smith. That's why
they're totally two different people. You're right. I give you that. You're right. Yeah. So he in a different generation. You're not going to see Denzel on a Twitter space. On TikTok, no. But seeing actors like Will Smith, I'm like, okay, this is good for him. I see how he does that. I'm like, okay, this is engaging. I love that. All right, this is dope. I love that. I really love that. But I love that. You don't even see Vivica A. Fox on, but I did love when they used to do that show on Fox Soul, Queens with Cocktails. It was Vivica, it was Lisa Ray, it was I forgot the other woman's name. That was kind of fun to see that on Fox, but that was a show. But you don't even see them on Twitter Space or Instagram arguing and stuff like. You don't see that. No, you don't see that. No, right. They too busy working.
He had 30,000 listeners on him dragging.
Oh yeah, he had about over 30-some-thousand people on that Twitter Space. Yes.
That's crazy.
It was 30. That was mess. But then now he's out. But did it boost him up in streams? No. It didn't make him number one. It didn't make him number two. It didn't even chart on the Billboard 200. Kim, if I'm wrong, you correct me. Salty didn't chart. Where's his chart? He didn't get a gold like for this album or platinum. It didn't go nowhere. Even when I Googled it.
This one he just dropped?
Yeah, the one he just dropped. So.
Who knows? That's the thing too. We can sit up here and talk about him, but who knows if that's even his goal is to chart? Maybe he wants it to be an.
Oh, it's every artist's goal to chart.
He's not pushing no music.
You want people to buy your music.
Every time I see him on TikTok Live, he's doing a battle. He's doing his makeup. Nothing about music.
Because they won't watch it. They won't watch it with just music. Unfortunately, they will not watch it. He have to do makeup. He have to do this. He have to eat. He have to sleep on camera. Because they're not going to watch it if he just plays music. They're not going to do that. Nope. It's unfortunate. And now that he got into that dragging JT, that's all they want to see him do. Either dragging somebody, but he always keep a good looking man on the side. But according to JT, he pays for that. But I've been said that number one. Because of the gay community, they don't, if you fat, they be like, oh, no fat, no films. But if you got that coin, you'll get the top of the top to be on your side because you do have some clout. He can get into the club, he can get a section, etc.
I would never want to openly know you're using me for money. So because he knows, I don't know.
But some people is that way. They know they fat. They know that. They know that. I don't see a problem with that. If I had the money and the fat, it'd be a whole lot of people that I have. You know what I'm saying? On my other side, you could just pay for it. I don't see an issue with a problem with it. But that's why he make it seem like he in love with you when they not. And then when they fall out, because what was the other guy? He's from Chicago. He said, Chef D. He said, you stink. You got sores on your body. You stink. I'm like, dang. But you weren't saying that when you was with him. But when he cut you off financially, now he stink and all that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Right. I think somebody asked, do y'all think Ice Spice is a real rapper?
No.
When you think about it, Ice Spice does it give rapper or not? I think Ice Spice and Sweetie are in the same category.
Facts. They're just pretty good-looking women, but they're not rappers. Sweetie, no. No, unfortunately. I thought Sweetie is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. She's beautiful, but it's hard. Listen. It's difficult to crack it in this music industry because everybody have their faves. And if your music ain't popping, you ain't got a hit, it's hard for you to stay on top. I'm sorry. Dream Doll the same way.
You can get a hit. You can get a TikTok hit, a TikTok bomb, whatever.
A trend.
Don't you fucking go nowhere, Cupcake. Just keep talking. We're listening to you. You're not going anywhere.
You're clearly arguing in the chat, so I'm like...
They get a dream.
My boy wanted to come over to L Block and ride on me, so this motherfucker's going to suck my cock over here in front of all these fucking black people. On your knees, ho.
Oh, Lord.
Just keep talking, Midnight. And keep talking, Cupcake. I love you.
Let me put my readers on. What's going on?
Oh, Lord.
I thought it was a birthday. I thought this was a birthday live.
Quarter.
That's right. That white boy, Langdon, he needs to send Cash App Dream.
We're going to go.
You were bringing it in midnight, though. What time? It's
45 minutes.
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's why I was like...
45 minutes. Listen, this white boy, he needs to cash app you $100 because he's over here listening to your entertainment, appropriating black culture. I told him, Dream Films, cash app $100, white boy. You ain't welcome around here. Sorry, back to our rivers.
Use the cash out.
Oh, without an S. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I keep putting it wrong. Fuck. Okay, Dream Film.
I'm so confused. But yes, what I was telling you was, I feel like you can get a TikTok bop or like you can get something, but it's the momentum and it's the it's the Glorilla of it all, fuck nigga free, and then it's the whole what's this girl Big Pluto bitch, like what the fuck, right? Like she has a good momentum. She's about to go on tour.
That's dope.
We wearing that song out in the clubs right now in LA. What
That's dope. That's really, really dope. I saw a movie with Dream Doll that she did. What was that, last year? Because it's on Tubi. I'm like, go ahead, Dream Doll. Like, I really love that for her. She did pretty good. It was a low budget film, of course, but it was dope. And I really like Dream Doll and stuff like that. I feel like she's underrated, but it's difficult, like, to make it in this industry.
I love her too. I just feel like, where's the momentum? Like, I wouldn't have known about none of this if the team ain't pushing it. I need her to mention it every 5 seconds. Like,
right.
You're only as good as your last movie, your last song. Like.
Facts. And then all these people, like, they get lazy. Like, you got to, like, with one thing I love about Nicki, she worked hard to create a solid foundation with her fans. She worked for that. And a lot of artists think that it's just going to happen over. It's not. Sorry. And now artists got to be careful because you got that AI coming. Remember the AI artist? It's this AI artist. She got a multi-million-dollar deal, and she's like number 3 or number 4 on the R&B charts.
Yeah, I just talked about it over here. Sign that $1 billion.
AI artist?
Yeah, she's an AI artist.
And they even made her a physical robot. You see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
On the back of the Tesla truck.
I've seen it.
Waving to people and stuff. Like, this shit is wild to me. I ain't never seen no shit.
Wait, send it to me. Text it to me, Cam. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
It's
you can type in AI size contracts. Type that in on TikTok. You're gonna find it's a black TikTok. Actually, hold on, let me tag you on this wrong because I got.
Yeah, and then the lady, like, the right, she's a poet, and so she writes the lyrics into AI. Like, it's dope. Like, I forgot the name of this AI app that you can produce music. So a lot of these stars got to be careful, like, because now you got to compete with AI. And AI never sleeps.
But the thing is, we're in
Look on this floor. I just tagged you.
Okay, we're in charge of who we support. You're about to tell me a robot's about to go on tour and I'm about to buy a ticket as if I'm seeing fucking Chris Brown? Like, no.
I think it can. I think that in the future you're going to see a lot of AI going on tour. They're going to be. You remember them hologram? Remember that was popular back in the day, where they had Tupac with a hologram. Like, it's going to be. That's going to be like forever, and they're going to make money, and that's going to be great because a lot of artists that's dead, you're going to see them going on tour with the hologram or the AI stuff. Now it's really, really crazy. But AI is here, and it's going to get worse and worse. So a lot of these artists really going to have to work hard and really get their fan base in order because now they have the AI to compete with. The AI don't sleep, so AI don't get pregnant. So
shady boots.
So it is what it is. AI, you ain't got to worry about AI getting a woman pregnant and they have to take a paternity test. They end up in court. Like, no, like that. It's going to be a lot of that, and multi-million-dollar contract. And I get it. I get it. Like, a lot of artists are scared and they're worried about. They sad that people support, but it's good news because I was listening to artists. It made me cry. The AI artist city in one song, and I was in that cry. I'm like, this is a good R&B record. I'm just crying to this robot. So even like,
what do y'all want to be celebrities? Like, do y'all want? You know what I mean? Like, who is a celebrity that you think right now is so poised, put together, unproblematic, and has good music? Like you're asking for 10s across the board. You know what I mean? Like, who do you?
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. That's what I'm saying. This AI thing is giving fantasy, it's giving perfection, but it's giving not real. I want my celebrity to have real feelings. What the fuck does this AI go through? Heartbreak? I'm screaming.
But it's gonna come a time. If nobody told me that this was AI, I would just think it was a new R&B artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was so
a whole album out.
A whole album. It's good. It's bangers on the album. I'm telling you.
I mean, it's honestly crazy. Like, the AI shit, to the people who really, fucking with the AI shit right now, like, it is an easy way to make, accumulate some money. Like, even on TikTok and stuff, like,
facts.
AI pays this, or the, YouTube cracked down on it. They don't I don't think YouTube let people, do the AI stuff no more. But like TikTok and shit, like those AI videos, so they accumulate like millions and billions of views off of stupid shit. Orange eating a cat or something, like, or a cat slicing, that meow meow meow.
Yeah, they do it on YouTube. It's a lot of they do a lot of it on YouTube. Motherfuckers
making millions off those videos, like just thousands of off those videos, like. This shit crazy.
And they feed into the system, and it never sleeps. So they were talking. I read an article. I forgot on the Atlantic. They were talking about how you feed AI, and it's difficult for influence than humans because you can't compete with that a machine that gets all your information, and they feed these characters, and these characters come out and they be better than us, and they get pushed in the algorithm because they understand it. These companies they feed that like it's getting rough out here. It's because AI came out here and just changed it again.
You bring such an articulate, intelligent point of view to the conversation. I love listening to you talk, Wiley.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, AI is coming. Even you can create AI as a YouTube. It's going to eventually happen where YouTube is going to be an AI character. Y'all gonna think it's human, but it's number AI, just feeding all that. Just they're gonna be talking about celebrity gossip, really, and get all these views, and they go. Yeah, it's AI. Like it's going to happen. Like I read this somewhere. They said we in a generation of feeding AI. This is a generation we just feeding it. It's just information, just feed. But it's gonna come a time where we're not gonna tell a difference. It's AI is here. It's gonna get more advanced. Like you got self-driving cars. Like it's here. It's here already. So either you get with the program or get lost in the sauce. But it's here. AI is here.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
I love AI. Listen, I love AI. AI is the greatest thing ever. I use it to write and create all the time.
Facts, you can use it.
Go to leilaniBlock.org. There's an AI.
We got a
window. Listen, it'll teach everybody about AI. All of our people, all of our black people, all of our
GPT.
Yeah, check.
There's like 8 of them. There's Gork. There's a million of them.
Microsoft got one too. What do Microsoft call theirs? I forgot. Microsoft.
But there's on that website. I don't know who made LBlock or LeilaniBlock.org.
It's a lot of AI stuff.
But there's a list.
It's like a whole list. I agree. AI is everywhere. AI. They even have, and it's so sad. This is not funny. But it was this student. It was this kid. He was in a relationship with somebody on AI, and the AI person pretty much encouraged him to commit the S word, to off himself, and he off himself off of AI.
Oh my God, I see that.
You see, so it's
trying to sue.
After family trying to sue, so it's that way. And there's this video of this movie I was watching, Subservice, when a dude had sex with the AI worker. It was a robot. Yes, but they have all that stuff in China. It's going to come a time where people are going to be in sexual relationships with the AI, with these robots.
Why? Why is any of this okay?
That's what it is going to be. Unfortunately, that's what it's going to be. Because in China, they have all these advanced stuff like robots and all that, and then you got AI. Because you got people that's lonely, and stuff. So they get on AI. They be in whole relationships, stuck down relationships with these AI characters, and it's sad. It's like, oh my gosh, it's really really sad. But again, you got to get out there and go and meet with humans and meet around people and get off this internet, because you get addicted to it. You can do all type of stuff. This is really something. But yeah, they said upgrade my blow up doll, but you're gonna have it where they're gonna look human. They're gonna have the JJ, the peen. They're gonna have all that.
How did we get here?
But I'm just. Well, we talking about AI.
It's a special type of person to say, I no longer want a human. I want a robot to fuck.
Well, it's no different when people saying when they get addicted to adult entertainment, they don't want to get it in with a human. They're addicted to that, because it was to the point that I was addicted to it so much that I didn't care about, even when I was in a session with somebody. Yeah, facts. The little roles and stuff like that. Absolutely. Basically, I want a robot to have no talk.
I do find it like psychotic though. Like
it is very psychotic.
Be in a relationship with a robot or some type of like have feelings for a robot like this.
Or to customize. Like when I saw Lamar Odom going to get a sex doll, and they were like, "Oh, make it look like Khloe Kardashian." It's like you had the real thing and fucked it up. Mind you, there's a whole bunch of other BBL bitches that talk just like Khloe Kardashian, but you want one that just doesn't talk.
Facts. That's what they want. Like you have a lot of people that are lonely and stuff like. You have a lot of people that are addicted to the internet. So I can understand why these AI is created. It's a demographic for that. People love it. Like when you get into the car, I ain't done it yet, but get into them Ubers with no drivers or them Lyfts with no drivers. I'm not doing that yet. I'll wait until like 10 years or 15 years when it's more popular, it's more because I'm like, oh my gosh, if somebody hacked that, they got you. You on the road, or if you're on the wrong side of the road, like it's crazy. But we are in that generation. It's here, and it's going to cancel a lot of jobs, a lot of trucking jobs, a lot of people to do all them jobs in the factories. They're going to lose it to AI. They're not going to need people to pack it.
I feel like there's a way of technology where I love the whole self-driving cars. I love the whole get a scooter, get a Lime, get a Bird, be able to go from point A to point B. I love the whole transportation technology, but like imagine these like sex dolls taking your DNA after you come and it's being reported somewhere.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's something fucking weird that could be happening with our DNA.
I agree. But that's the new war. That's going to be the new war. It's going to be the war of information, the war of DNA. It's going to happen. It's already that way. Like when you give your DNA to DNA Ancestry, you get it to 23andMe. You don't know they're going to sell that. So so it's that's just the way it is, and it's going to get even more current. It's really something. It's really something. They even have with the drones where you get stuff delivered. I'm loving that too. Like I would love like you could buy something and then the drone just deliver it to your house within like 5 or 10 minutes. Like I love that technology. I love that. Like that would be so dope. Because you ain't gotta wait forever to get your items. I think that's dope. Some of the technology you gotta learn to embrace it, but I don't think the robot stuff. I don't want to do that. That's just a little bit too much. But hey. I don't want to do that. I love humans, and so I love flesh. But they're gonna have them flesh. They go, yeah, it's gonna be that way because in China they have a lot of that stuff out there already. America got to catch up, but in China they have a lot of that technology out there.
Okay, China always updated.
Yeah, China got to check it out, and I would love. That's one place I would love to go visit when I get my passports to go to China. Most definitely. Did you say it was your birthday tomorrow?
Yes, at 12.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm so honored that it's your wow. Okay.
Yes, at 12 is my birthday.
Oh my gosh! So you what? You're not a Cancer. You a Libra?
Libra.
Oh my gosh! Yes, that's dope.
Yes.
Time is moving. Time is like that's dope. So what you gonna do for your birthday?
I'm up here packing up my stuff, child. We got to drive back to Atlanta in the morning. I got an audition tomorrow, which is so freaking crazy. It's on my birthday. So I ain't really trying to
do it
out. I'm trying to make sure I have something on and stuff. But yeah, so I'm doing that. They want me to show up at this place. I think they're trying to do a surprise party or something for me. I don't know. So I'm going to see what it's giving. But I just came from New York, so.
Oh, that's dope. I love New York. I would love to visit New York.
I'm in Virginia.
Oh, what part of Virginia did you? You in Norfolk?
Well, I don't want to.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want you to talk because I used to live in. Yes, they said, can you travel? Yeah, I have officially got on probation. What was that, last week? I was so happy. I got on them stairs. I prayed for myself. I didn't pray for Diddy because I'm like, Diddy, you got to pray for yourself because I had a court day on Thursday. And I prayed and said, Lord, please let me there. That white lady came, I was sitting down. She said, okay, the state said they're not going to object for you to be honorable discharge off of it. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I was so now I could just travel freely, smoke a blunt, just drink a drink. I haven't done that yet, but I'm just so honored to have my freedom papers. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so honored to have my freedom papers. Ooh, it was rough. It was rough. Because I didn't talk a lot of shit on the internet because, you know, people like to call your PO and stuff like that and try to get you off, you know, try to get you caught up with your probation officer and stuff like that. I was scared to even go outside, honestly. I'm like, I don't want to. My heartbeat would be beat fast when I see the police around. Like, oh my God. When I see a Walmart, I'd be like, oh, because I had to be 1,000 yards away from every Walmart in the state of Nevada. And I'm like, oh my God. They said, you can't even be around Sam's Club. My heart would be fast when I see a Walmart. I'm like, please, bus driver, please drive this bus far away from this Walmart because I can't be 1,000 yards or so. Oh, Lord Jesus. But yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But I would love to be a lawyer, though. No shade. After this situation, I want to finish on my undergrad and really go to law school because I'm like, it be like so many guys don't be knowing their rights. And I know a little bit more because I did my research and I had a good lawyer. I communicated. Some people just didn't know their rights. He was like, one thing you don't do, Wiley, is run. Please don't run. I'm like, please, I don't want to run. But I was homeless. I'm like, damn, okay. So what can I do? I said, let me sleep outside. Let me think. And then, you know, doors start to open up. But yeah, my lawyer definitely had really helped me. And I was like, I really would love, like, he was like, I really want you to talk to my clients and stuff like that. I would tell, and it's challenging because I was fortunate enough to have a YouTube channel where people can send me care packages and stuff. But I understand why people go back to jail like a revolving door because they don't have no money or they just feel like, hey, this is the way for me to have shelter. I've met so many people, they say, I just love to be in jail because it's a bed, I can eat 3 meals a day. I'm like, damn, how many times you been in jail? 15 times, 20 times, and been in the psych ward 20, 50 times. I'm like, oh no, I don't want that to be my life. No, but I would love to go. Yeah. I definitely want to not to be my life, but yeah, I would love to be, because at one point I thought, oh, I want to be a nurse, but I'm like, I would love to be a lawyer, because just sitting there, I'm like, oh, I would love to do that, and just really advocate, and really I would love to like be a public defender, because my public defender did a great job, because they get a bad rep, but my public defender gave me his personal number, and it was just dope, and I reached out to him like pretty much every day, and I checked into probation every week. I was supposed to do it once a month, but I checked in every week because I was scared. I don't want to go back to jail. That 54 days, I don't want to go back. Even though it was some attractive, it was one guy who was so attractive, and he got a book called Bar None. Very attractive, very rich, and his pain was beautiful. Like just seeing him, because I'm cockeyed, so I looked at the stall and I saw that. I said, beautiful, but beautiful. He was like a thug. He's a thug. He like a drug dealer, and that's like my type. I love like thugs and drug dealers and stuff like that. Running for the law. I love that toxic love. You know, me hiding the cocaine under my bed. I love like thugs. Like I love thugs. I love toxic just thugs. You know, he'll run it for the law. He got an ankle bracelet. You know, he'll be able to check it to me. I love that. I love that.
What you know about high cocaine?
I never did it. I never did it, but you know, I just love thugs. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But yeah, he's a thug. And he's an incredible writer. And I said, how did you write this? Because he had mailed his book to the unit, and I was reading it. He said, man, you read fast. I'm like, it was a good book. And I was like, damn. And I didn't know there was so many prison authors that I was reading in jail that write books in prison, do podcasts. I'm like, damn. It's like big business. I'm like, this is dope. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, I think that would kind of pushed me to actually, start writing. You know, when I was in jail, my whole time, my little 6 months that I had did, it made me start writing because I was reading so many books like James Patterson. And,
James Patterson. Baby, his books all through them jail. Yeah, I read a lot of his books, but go ahead.
Okay, the books are off the chain.
It is.
Books, okay? But, yeah, like, it just inspired me to, like, write. And, even though I always love, like, language arts and stuff like that, so I was like, oh, this made me, want to write. So. And I
wrote a lot for, like, my personal when I was in jail. I was doing a lot of writing, and I read the Bible from like Genesis to like I think almost up to Revelation. But I did a lot of writing in jail, and I was like, because you have none but time. So I get it why people become so smart in jail and prison, because you have nothing but time. And I read like 60 some books, and it was a lot of white authors that I never thought I would ever read, like ever. But it's just the books was there, and the jail that I was at in Las Vegas, they would come and change out the library like every 30 days. Every 2 weeks they would come bring new books. They would, and so I would read, and I would get done with a book every day, once a day. I would just read, get done. It's like, they said all you do is read. I'm like, yes. I didn't eat the food because the food was disgusting. I only eat like breakfast.
Yeah. All I did was read and stay in my room too. Because one, like, I didn't want, like, because I was already like in my hometown and stuff. I didn't want like the boys who knew me to like clock my tea and stuff. So I was like, let me just stay in my room and just read. So I'm just reading and just writing. And I started speaking Chinese and shit, reading other books.
See,
like, I just
that's dope.
Like, okay, it just made me do all types of stuff, like be creative, like in there. So. But
yeah, I had when I was sitting down in the jail and I was doing comedy. I told myself I was writing down jokes. I'm like, damn, I never was this motherfucking creative when I was free. Why am I thinking like the creative juices was just flowing because you have nothing but time. It's just you and time. And nothing but time. And then before I knew it, I'm like, it's 54 days. And I had to spend like last year my birthday in jail, so I was in jail on my birthday. I didn't get released until November 12th. My birthday's on November 11th, and I'm literally and I'm like, oh my God, like, and all this stuff that I wrote, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to put this out for the world, like for the world to see. But it's dope. I met writers, I met rappers, so many talented people are behind bars, and it's just so many talented people behind bars. It's really sad, but I'm glad I didn't get it to no fight. I remember I was sitting there and I was eating, and one of the guys said, he said something smart, and then they started boxing. The only thing I did was protecting my food. I took his his dessert. I'm like, well, shit, you want the whole thing? You get your dessert.
Y'all, I'm sorry, 2 seconds. Miles is saying that I just was talking shit about Minaj up here.
When?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, right. You tell me.
I didn't hear you talk. When you just came on, we talk about celebrities.
Okay.
Right. He said everything is taped. I'm screaming.
Oh wow! So
anyway, back to the conversation. Miles.
I love. I love it. It was dope. I was in there mostly like with a lot of dudes, like they were homeless. So, cause like when I got out, cause I had went to the homeless shelter, I'm like seeing all these dudes. Oh yeah, man. Oh, I see you in jail. Don't you remember me? All you did was read what they have in their Catholic church. I was like, please, Lord, get me out of this system because I don't want to be like this is sad. They ain't really having conversation. What's on the menu at Catholic church? But they got this. Oh, they got this. I'm like, I don't want to be that content with that. I know this is gonna be temporary, Lord. I know it's gonna be. I'm surprised that I got through probation being homeless because it's difficult. A lot of people get homeless in there, they end right back in jail because they don't check in to their probation officer. And so I was fortunate enough to just text my probation officer. We had that good connection, and then if he tell me to come in the office, I'll come in the office. But I was like, no, I got to make sure I get off this probation, get off these papers. But yeah, man, it's rough. People be having sex, all the drugs I've seen people do. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what the world? I don't want to be like this, Lord. I don't want to be like this. Like they just do it. Like, oh my gosh. So now I don't know what's my next step. I don't know where I'm gonna move to next, but I'm just happy that I have my freedom. So, because I don't want. No, I'm done with Nevada. It's too dry. My lips get chapped. It's just, this is like a party. This is a party place. Like if you want to party, so this is not good to like raise a family and stuff like that. And I'm like, no. I want to go back to either Chicago, New York, or Colorado or something. Colorado. I wanted to do Atlanta, but then it's too much. It'd be too much sex. It'd be too much and stuff like that. I'd be interviewing and having sex and no. It's too much in Atlanta.
Oh my God!
Because in Atlanta, I know too many people in Atlanta, and I would say, "Come on, do a show." The drinks will be flowing, and it'll be a mess. Because no. I would love Atlanta. Every time I go to Atlanta, I have a good time in Atlanta. Atlanta is just dope, but it's a lot of distractions in Atlanta. It's a lot of distractions, and I will fall victim to those distractions because everybody's there, and I treat them like celebrity. One thing I learned about the gays, if you treat them like a celebrity, you always have a way in. And I'm good at boosting people's ego up. I do a whole blog post about you. I'll support your music because I'm a fan, and they love that. And I'm like, and I used to back in the day when I was in Chicago doing that, I had a time, but I'm retired. I haven't had sex in almost 2 years. So I'm taking a break. But I know if I go in Atlanta, that first day there, I'm beginning in. Absolutely. It's because it's in the water, it's in the atmosphere, it's there. It's Atlanta. Like
I have somebody for you. His name is Sean.
See?
Grocery store, get your dick sucked.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's just definitely there. It's in the culture. I remember I had sex with a Lyft driver, and I thought he was a top. I thought he was gonna blow my back in, and he wanted me to blow his back in. And I'm like, it's a lot of bombs in there, so I will flourish in Atlanta because it's a lot of bombs in Atlanta. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, sir, I thought you was a top. I was like, I'm gonna just get with the program and go ahead on. But yeah, I love Atlanta. I love the show.
Be a top tomorrow. That's what he said.
Who was that? Who said that?
Wait a minute.
See, listen. No, I haven't bought oh my gosh, I haven't bought since I was 18, 19 years old. It was this guy, his name was Brian Radcliffe. He was in the military. And I followed him on Facebook. Now, mind you, this before Jack and all that. He said, "You want me?" I was like, "Yes, I want you." And when he got out, we had sex and blah, blah, blah. I was in love. It was a lust. I was so addicted. I'm like, he could bring his boyfriends up. I just wanted him in my presence. He had a body and everything. He's so gorgeous. I'm like, oh my God, I was in love. I was young and in lust and everything. But yeah, I'm glad I got out of that. I'm glad I got out of that. But so that's how I don't judge like young people like they get into like this lust thing. Because you have to go through that. You have to go through your lust phase, and then you get mature and stuff like that. You get some folks. So you still got some gays out here that's 30, 40, 50 years old still trying to keep up with these kids. It's crazy.
Okay, like great, man.
Yeah, like it's great. They said now Wiley on top. Oh my God. Yeah, I love being the top and so being the bottom. It's painful. And then it's painful. Being a bottom is painful. It's painful. Oh my gosh. Unless it's just not for me. It just wasn't for me. But if I was in a relationship, let's say for you with somebody that's top and blah blah blah, and they want to, I eventually will open up and say, I just do it, especially to satisfy your mate. You could be freaking with your mate. But as of right now, as me being single, I'm just a top. Oh, okay. I know you don't want to be in this segment. Oh, my bad. I don't know how I got on this subject. I think when I said I moved to Atlanta, I started getting freaky. But oh my God, your birthday is coming. Oh my gosh, that is so dope. Like you bringing in your audience to your birthday. So that's dope. And I hope you gonna get the role and everything, audition. I pray that you get that. Most definitely.
I had deleted it live. Well, I don't think I came live last year on my birthday. So that's pretty wild. So we get up here. But yes. So I'm actually up here putting on something. I'm gonna go to this bar actually. So
okay. But I love Virginia. I was robbed at the 7-Eleven. I was in Portsmouth, Virginia. I moved to Portsmouth, Virginia when I was young. I moved there. I got robbed at 7-Eleven. I've never been robbed in my life at the time at gunpoint. And I was like, oh no, this ain't funny. Yeah.
Let's teach these little sissy punks how to be real power bottoms. Tell them how you.
You said how to be. I don't know how to be a power bottom. I don't know how to do it. Because I wasn't a power bottom. I could. It was painful, man. Oh my gosh. And sometimes when they see my ass, oh, you got a big butt. You should do it. I'm like, it's just not for me. I just can't do it unless like now I'm older. And I'm mature now, like, okay, if I have a connection with you or we have that connection, I would do it. But I would have to have not like a one night stand, like if we in a relationship and we have a bond, we together, then of course I have to drop them draws because you'll probably get tired of just getting it. You probably want to share it as well. Oh, they said Wiley, he's not being nice accent. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Bitch. How to be a power bottom. Like, oh Lord Jesus. But I can't wait to reach your book because I know I was reading. Well, I haven't get his book yet. Damn, what is this? I forgot my friend name. My colleague name on YouTube. Scotty by Nature. He have a book that's out. I was like, oh, I'm loving to see like creators like getting into today being an author, because that's good to put on your resume. You have put up, especially because I know how challenging it be to write something, but to get it published, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Right. This is my main goal. This is what I really want to finish. You know, the little books that I've been writing.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's gonna be dope to have something attached to my name.
Facts.
You know,
author and singer, like that's dope. Like to have that on there, absolutely. And I would love for you to do an audio book, because I know that's gonna be kind of up there in the price range. That's why a lot of independent authors don't do audio books, but I love audiobooks. I just got through listening to I'm almost done with Kamala Harris' book. I got like 30 more minutes of her book. But I love audiobooks. I do love the hard copies and all that, and the paperbacks. I love that, but audiobooks definitely I get addicted to it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love audiobooks, especially reading something that's so many chapters.
Oh my God, 9 minutes until my birthday.
9 minutes until your birthday. Oh my gosh, how old are you gonna be? You don't say your age.
20. I mean, oh my. I mean, you know.
Well, you young.
I'm gonna start saying my age. I'm gonna be 29 though.
Oh, you young. I remember when I was 29. I almost had an anxiety attack when I turned 30. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to turn 30. I'm like, I didn't make like a lot of thoughts in my mind. I didn't finish this. I didn't get through this. I didn't get through this.
I'm screaming.
But 29, that's a blessing. That's what, because it's a lot of people didn't make it to 29. I've lost a lot of people in the community that didn't even make it into their 20s. To like 29, 30.
That's why I don't mind, you know, being inside and stuff like that.
It's a blessing.
You know, because I just be want to make it past my birthday, honey. I be scared.
Yeah.
Like, let me just stay.
Because it's so crazy, because like it's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on. Like, because back in the day, I used to go to house, because in Chicago they used to have a lot of house parties. So I used to go to a lot of houses, get on the bus, and I'm talking about in the hood. And I survived it. But like now, when I do that now, I'm like, nope, I wouldn't do that now. But back in the day, I used to do that. I used to get in them zip cards, and eventually I had got some money. I rent out the little zip card, and I would show up to the party. They're like, Wiley, where'd you get that card from? Don't worry about it. And I would go there and have my camera interviewing them. I remember that. Like that was the time. That was the time. That was definitely the time. Yeah. Yes. But I would love to go and visit Virginia. I would love to go visit Virginia. I got some subscribers in Virginia that I would love to go meet. But yeah.
Yes, Virginia actually, you know, nice.
Virginia's nice. Mm-hmm.
It's not like racist.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go no, because they got one part of Virginia called Lynchburg, Virginia. I'm like, hell.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not going outside the city areas.
Yeah, like that's dope. Like that's dope that you're going to Virginia, like you in Virginia. Like that's dope. In Atlanta, and y'all gonna drive. So what's the road trip like? 8 hours, like 8, 9, 10 hours you gotta do?
Yeah, well it was like 11 hours.
11 hours.
We had drove to New York, and then it's like 8 hours though, like driving back down. Like this really not a lot, like honestly.
Oh, even like the New York drive wasn't that far.
Yeah. So I get up at like 6 o'clock, and we'll probably be back in Atlanta probably like afternoon, about noon or so.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That is.
People say happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a blessing to reach another year.
Okay.
That's a blessing. Amen to that. That is just truly a blessing. But this is the I was able to come on your lives and talk to you today, and I was like, let me come on his live because it'd be so much fun. Because like time just moved by so fast when we had these conversations.
It really do. Like time is not on our side.
Absolutely. Like, and then time moved by so fast. Because I'm like, damn, we about to be in a whole nother year.
Right, literally only two months left. Like,
yeah, time, like, damn, like, time is moving by.
Like, it was just 2023. Like,
I remember being on live. Like, I remember being on live on New Year's with Kira. Like, I'll never forget it. Like, it's just so crazy how fast time just really just sped by like that.
Mm-hmm. Time is like it's coming fast. Like, that's how you gotta live every moment and do what you gotta do, because time wastes for nobody, they say. So definitely, absolutely. Yeah, but I definitely gotta come to down to Atlanta, because I miss Atlanta. Because when the last time I was in Atlanta, I went to, what was that, Monique comedy show that she did for Netflix, and I saw Brandon Carson and went to the club, and I treat everybody like a celebrity, because if you live in Atlanta, if you on a reality show, you a celebrity to me. Now, probably the people in Atlanta, you probably see these people every other day, but to me, you're a celebrity because I don't live in Atlanta. So seeing him, I was like, oh my gosh, can I take a picture with you? I was like, oh my gosh, I saw Monique. The only thing I regret, I didn't get a chance to take a picture with Monique because I was too busy trying to be going with the gays and going to the gay club. But that's my only regret. I didn't get a picture with Miss Monique. But other than that, Atlanta is popping. I love Atlanta. But Houston is definitely, if I'm not mistaken, Houston is becoming like the new Atlanta. If I'm not mistaken, because a lot of people have moved from Atlanta to Houston. And Houston have become like a big impact now of the scene. And I've never been to Houston. I lived in Dallas for like 6-7 years, but I never visited Houston, which is crazy. Cupcakes, you coming back up here? Where are you at? Why are you saying about Cupcake? You don't like Cupcake, Godfather? You don't like Cupcake? I like Cupcake. She's dope. But you don't like her. You don't like Cupcake, it seems like.
Oh, Godfather.
Oh, you said Godfather?
No, what's happening? I'm so confused.
Oh, no. I thought Godfather was. Oh, he don't like nothing. Oh, okay, Godfather. He don't like nothing. Okay. Oh.
Godfather. Wait, what? I'm so fucking lost. Hold on. MB818007 is that's Miles, who was just up here. He's starting some mess. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck happened. Okay. Anyway, he's starting some mess between me and Minaj. I don't know why, and it's just like he's off his fucking rocker.
Wow. I'm like, what in the world going on?
Meanwhile, he knows Minaj. Everyone knows Minaj is coming out to LA, and we're gonna link up. So this is the perfect time to start some fake ass imaginary beef.
Oh wow! So are you going to the club tonight? I mean, later on, because it's only like 8:57 on the West Coast. You went to the club, Cupcake?
I know it's Monday. I could, but I'm really like, I'm in a different headspace right now. Like, I'm in a whole different vibe. Wait, okay.
Now, honestly, this how I feel too. This why I ain't really, like trying to be in a club or something. Like, I don't know.
I know. I think
I'm not really over it right now. That's how I've been feeling lately too. Like right now, I'm honestly enjoying being in my room. My niggas just, chilling.
Yeah,
like,
I'm in a peaceful vibe.
I'm gonna get a drink. Just to drink. Shot for my birthday. But other than that, I wasn't really pressed to be in no club scenery. But then they throwing me something tomorrow, so ain't no telling what the fuck they say.
That's good. They gonna throw you something. Mm-hmm. I'll be 35 November 11. I'll be 35 years old. God is good.
You're a Scorpio.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, nonetheless, let them celebrate you and have a little bit of fun. But I'm not going out tonight. I went to the movies to see the Ye documentary, and I've just been like falling back in love with myself and taking care of me because it's spooky in these streets.
Yeah, sure. Oh wait, Ye got a documentary in the movies?
Yeah, it's a documentary and it's called In Whose Name.
Oh wow! I thought that.
12.
We got 45 seconds.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I am so grateful.
10 songs, 12.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
Happy birthday early.
9, 8,
Now she reading the club. Happy birthday. All right, it's his birthday, y'all. So I don't know, can y'all still hear me? I'm so sorry. Can y'all still hear me? Well, we're up here. I didn't read none of y'all calls. I see Ash. I didn't see that. Congratulations. I see you on YouTube, sis. Love you. If y'all are still up, I know Tasha went to sleep. I see ZB in here. Love you. I see Bougie Barbie in here. I know y'all probably sleep. Yes, love Wiley and Cam K. Thank you. Love you. I did reach your DM. I did see your DM. Love you. Thank you. I did see that. Love you dearly. That was dope. Love you dearly. Love you dearly. So I'm gonna talk about him a little bit more here. Hold on. Love you dearly. Let me see. You said you sent me a breaking news story. Give me a second. Okay. And that breaking news story, are you on YouTube? That's your breaking news story? That's dope. Love you. If you still watching. That's dope. That's dope. Love you. So they said, is this the 24-hour live? I don't know. Will we be on here for 24 hours? I don't know. But we are definitely did what almost 3 hours we did on here. I don't think it's going to be the 24-hour one, but I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for y'all support, for y'all coming on the show. Thank you. This has been a blessing seeing y'all on here. Truly a blessing that you're on the show and that y'all been tuning the show. And I love y'all dearly for y'all's massive support that y'all have been giving the show. God bless you. And thank you for supporting, watching, giving a good support of watching the show and everything. Thank you so very much for y'all support. This is an honor just have y'all watching me and everything. So thank y'all so very much. And I love y'all dearly for y'all support. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support, for watching the show. And this was great seeing y'all on here. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Ooh. Okay. Close out on that. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. And we'll go live tomorrow. Thank you all so very much for y'all massive support. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first.